Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first of this week's Patreon actual play for Mutants and Masterminds. The name of this one being Love is in the Arrow. Thank you for joining us for a weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex. I am the line developer of Mutants and Masterminds, and I will be your humble game master this evening. Tonight, we are playing Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, which is produced by Green Ronin Publishing. M&M is a D20 system which generates cinematic superhero action through its central mechanic of a D20 plus a modifier versus a difficulty check. It's super simple and allows a ton of flexibility for gamers looking to tell stories ripped right out of their favorite comics and movies or the fever dreams of my imagination. There's also a wide open character creation system to bring your ideal superhero to life. And the last thing I want to touch on in the system is one of my favorite game mechanics ever. Mutants and Masterminds give players hero points to supercharge their actions in game. These points can be used to reroll dice, to edit a scene to include something the GM didn't explicitly describe, and even to modify or improve a character's powers for that extra oomph to get out of a sticky situation. Hero points are earned by leaning into genre tropes, acting heroically, good role playing, jokes I think are funny, jokes I think aren't funny, and suffering setbacks just like superheroes in other media. I also allow players to nominate something if they think it's worthy of a hero point and I may have missed it. I'm always happy to reconsider. We have gathered some love-struck heroes tonight. I'm going to bring them on in just a moment. While they're coming in, Calvin has mentioned that it's knocked and loaded. Derek Barnett is taking aim. Terrace always enjoys watching the show. These are all of my love-struck heroes. Say hi, heroes.
Hi, heroes.
Hi,
Heroes.
Howdy.
I do want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, talk about the character they will be playing, and then them answer my question of the day, which is, what is your favorite thing to do on Valentine's Day? And I'm going to start with RC, because he's over there next to my face.
Hi, I'm RC. I will be playing Ethan Keller, aka Archer, tonight, the former protege of Bowman. And I'm also the game master over at Masks and Mayhem podcast, Mutants and Masterminds podcast. Oh, and the thing I do on Valentine's Day, I never really had any Valentine's traditions. I do like chocolate, though, so it's a great time for chocolate.
And we're going to pass it over to Big Nate over there next to me.
Well, good evening, folks. I am Big Nate, and I live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm new to the whole group, and I appreciate you guys letting me on. I'll be playing Manbo this evening, and Manbo is basically a construct, I believe, part man, part bow, and was, I think, formerly an evil person, which I was a servant of Terminus, and then I joined of the Furians. So here I am. I'm doing my thing, and the question of the day: Valentine's is my time to make sure that all of my loved ones feel loved.
I love that. And we'll go down to Rachel down there.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I play Ruby on Master Mayhem with Brandon and RC. I be playing Bow Mouse, or Felicity Bow Mouse, who's, a little mouse with a bow. What more do you want? And my favorite thing to do on Valentine's Day is the last couple of years, I've gotten wine and watched rom-coms with a friend. Which is, the cheesier the better.
That's what's up. And Claude down there.
Hello, I'm Claude. Tonight I will be playing Fletcher Beaumont III, aka Bowman, and I'm playing the Bowman of Earth Prime, a member of the Freedom League. I am myself, not Bowman, but I frequently am ruining the comment section of Mumamo every Monday, very purposely flustering the hosts. Other than that, I've just been on the Patreon for a really long time. Always happy to play with other Mutants and Masterminds players. For Valentine's Day, it's tough. It's always been in flux right now. But eating a probably unsafe amount of heart candies, the little conversation hearts, those are my jam. And then probably going out to dinner with my wife and daughter.
Awesome. And last but not least, we have Pope Brandon Brownston.
Hi everyone, my name's Pope Brandon Brownson. I play Laserhawk over on Masks of Mayhem with my good friends RC and Rachel. Tonight, I'll be playing Bone Man, aka Mr. Bone Man. I'm a skeleton, but I hope that doesn't come between us.
Why didn't I see that coming?
I don't
I've got no
know.
bones to pick with you.
Why didn't I see that coming?
It was
That's
either
right.
going to be that or
To be
the
fair, I don't-
dollar store Danny DeVito voice that I have. And I figured
be
that this
fair-
one would be less tiring on my voice.
That's fair. To be fair, I was not aware of, I did not look at what you were playing yet, so that's why I didn't guess what was about to happen to me.
Mm. It must have been a spur of the moment.
Ah!
And Pope, what is your Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Tradition.
yeah, of course. I forgot about that. I live in Michigan, so staying warm.
Fair. That's tough.
It's February.
I feel
I'm
that-
bundling up. That's my tradition. Finding as many blankets as
Brandon,
I can.
I feel that even though I live from Texas, because remember that big snowstorm a couple years ago that knocked our power? Happened
Yeah,
on
what-
Valentine's Day night, into the 15th,
Terrible.
and then I just didn't have power for a week.
Terrible.
Pope's going to go ice fishing on next Valentine's Day. So
Accurate.
And I'm Alex. I'll be playing the role of everybody who's not a bow person. And my wife and I usually go ghost hunting on Valentine's Day. That's sort of our big thing. We go to different hotels, haunted prisons was this year's fun one. We do lots of fun stuff, looking for paranormal experiences. But
That's the coolest answer.
that's why I picked the question.
Okay,
like,
there you go.
Just wanted to flex on us. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Alex is just trying to flex.
Well, that's why I'm here. But without further ado, I think we can go ahead and get started. So, our heroes tonight are from across the vast multiverse of Earth Prime, each of them being the representative archer of their time and era throughout the grand cosmos of Freedom City and Earth Prime. And we're actually going to pan down the camera on each individual character as they are doing something in their day-to-day life. Archer, I'm going to start with you because you're at the top of my list here. You are leading Project Freedom on a mission in Venezuela to assassinate the president. Tell me a little bit about that.
The president of Venezuela.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. It just, it seemed worth asking. Trying to determine how dedicated this mission Archer is.
Yeah, you are working alongside the Arctic Fox, Marionette, and Tom Cypress.
Oh God, not Arctic Fox. Is he causing? He's causing me all kinds of problems on this mission. We're button heads.
Look, his thing. I am 1990s Arctic Fox. It's very different than modern day Arctic Fox.
Just stay out of my way. I was I saying. I assume we're probably running into a few goons. We're probably out in the jungle trying to infiltrate a mansion. Where the president's staying.
Yeah, whatever you say. You are leading.
And
trying to lead
whoever
through
else
the
is with
jungle.
us blew our cover.
Arctic Fox is like, I don't know how to get out of your way. You're in back of group with your bow and arrow.
Well, you keep going in my sight lines, idiot.
You keep using archaic weapon, idiot.
I just turn away and immediately shoot two arrows in different directions to hit two different people. And then I just trounce my way into the jungle trying to hide among the trees.
Excellent. Well, as you are making your way through the trees, Archer, picking off different guerrilla fighters and different presidential bodyguards and things like that, you find in the jungle there is a strange, looks like door, maybe forged out of carved out of some kind of white marble.
And it's just freestanding.
Freestanding between the trees and the undergrowth.
I circle around it, very confused, and I kind of look around to see if maybe I'm being punked.
Arctic Fox doesn't look like he's looking this way with a mischievous intent.
I open the door.
And you are immediately washed over with the smell of honeysuckle and roses and maybe like beaver musk. It's a little hard to tell. It's a little overwhelming as the air around you the humidity of the jungle gives way to this almost sterile office air is sort of how it feels. And the door pulls you in and slams shut behind you. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the multiverse, Bone Man, you are currently in the depths of a dark dungeon trying to rescue the mayor's daughter from a band of kobolds. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that scene?
Yeah, well, we thought that we could trust the kobolds, but it turned out they were a bunch of liars. That will be the last fibula they ever tell.
I love that Bone Man is monologuing to himself.
It's what I do to keep myself from getting too stressed out in situations like this, yeah.
And what happens as you're continuing your way down?
Well, I imagine that eventually I come across these kobolds and I hit them with a bone arrow. It's like a normal arrow, but I call it a bone arrow to match with the theme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kobolds are no match for you. They scatter off, and you see, sort of in their warren, there is like a bird cage, but for a person. And there is a apple-cheeked young woman in there, looking very terrified to see you.
Hello! I understand that I am a skeleton, but I hope that does not frighten you. I'm here to rescue you from the bird cage.
It frightens me.
I understand, but I hope it doesn't for much longer. I'm friendly.
You're dead.
Well, yeah, but so are a lot of nice people.
Bone Man, you actually have a feature power on your character sheet that lets you pick locks with your...
I do. I was trying to calm her down before I unlocked the cage and remove the only barrier between her and me. Oh, persuasion check? Yeah, that makes sense. That's going to be a roll of the old D20 here. 14 plus persuasion, that's a 3, so 17 altogether?
She seems a little put off by your approach, but she doesn't look like she's going to react the way that you expect people to react when you get too close.
Progress!
And I unlock the door.
And as you do, you also are overcome with this smell of roses and lavender and musk, and you are whisked into the cage and into another space.
I haven't smelled anything in 84 years.
I love this. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the multiverse, Bone Mouse, you are currently in the midst of stopping a bank robbery that is being committed by the Sheriff of Nottingham, who is a basset hound dressed in plate armor, wielding a sword.
Stop there! Sorry about that. Stop there. There's no way I could get that to go the whole way. My allergies are too bad, but I had to try.
No worries.
I appreciated that.
Oh, I woke up the dog. I also...
Yeah, the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Shut up.
Come here. You want to be the Sheriff of Nottingham? Here's the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Good. Good Sheriff.
I was halt or you will face my arrow.
You can't shoot me. I'm the sheriff for these parts. I'm merely recovering this wealth for the king.
This is not how taxes work. You can't just go and demand stuff. We have W-2s now.
The sheriff looks at the other dogs dressed like medieval bandits with him. Taxes? I thought taxes was our thing. Shut up, kid.
I've just decided. I don't know what part which was the in taxes, but I've just decided.
Yeah, no, I mean you're from a modern day animal city. They're out of line.
Okay. They're being weird.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. Other than having a bow and arrow, but it's fine.
Yeah.
They say, well, we're not putting anything away. You can't stop us. And they start hoofing it the other direction.
Are they for real? I try and go after them, and I try and aim my little arrow. I assume my arrow is pretty small.
Yes, it is mouse
At
size.
like his ankle.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a basic magic arrow check.
Okay, so are we just rolling in roll 20, or do you want me to roll my actual die?
We're just rolling a roll 20. It's up to you if you want to roll off the character sheet or if you want to roll in.
I'll just roll off the character sheet.
Yeah.
Which? Oh, I've never. What? Sorry, which one did you say to roll?
Magic arrow. It's one of the attacks near the top of the sheet.
There it is.
And anything that's green is something you can click on to roll.
Yeah. Let me. And
then the white.
Sorry, it's been a long time since I used roll 20.
No worries. The white number is the roll. The red number is the DC.
Okay, so I rolled a 30. It's 33.
Yeah, 33 is no big deal. You just lay an arrow down into the heel of the Sheriff of Nottingham. What happens as you take him out?
I imagine he gets it. It's just like he's just like, ow, and I imagine he just starts like whimpering, which I'm not gonna do because the dog will definitely freak out about that.
Good call.
And I say, how dare you run away while I was squeaking to you?
Hoof it, boys! She can't get us all.
What are my attacks? That's.
You have a magic arrow and a sap arrow.
How does sap snare arrow work?
You sort of fire it off and it stops them with sap, and it's mostly up to you what that looks like.
Okay, I try to
You can also extra effort a multi attack.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
It does look like they're trying to run to a horse carriage, which is being pulled by humans.
Oh no,
I don't like that.
I don't love that. Do not like. I prefer the world where there's like somehow a Goofy and Pluto, and you don't understand how dogs work in that universe.
Right.
I
would think it would just be like pulled by horses, but they're like taxi drivers.
Yeah, that makes more sense than whatever the hell we just established.
Like choosing what's okay-ish.
I take one of the sap snare arrows and I try to get it. Also, this is a carriage and this is a modern day world.
Yes. Yep. There are several cars that are like, what the hell?
Okay. I try to do one of the sap arrows like at the wheel so it will like get caught in the wheel and it won't be able to turn.
Awesome. I won't make you roll for that. You're able to just waylay that into there.
Oh, because my hand was over it, and
it's okay.
My computer is sensitive to touch, I guess.
You're a bow folk. You're easily able to get the arrow down into the tires. The other dogs of Nottingham sort of look at each other. They look back at you, and realizing that the jig is up, they drop the money and they scatter.
I try going after specific. Is the sheriff still like down for the count?
Yeah, you shot him in his Achilles heel with your magic arrow.
Okay, I try whatever direction most of them are going. I try to like go that way.
Excellent. As you're running by, the door of the carriage opens up, and you also feel you smell this rose, lilac, musk smell, and you are dragged into the carriage and into a weird other environment.
Okay.
Meanwhile, across the universe in the terminus, Manbo, the terrifying fusion of man and bow, you are on Silverwood, which is the home base of the Furions at Castle Furious, and it is poetry night.
Oh.
And it is your turn to...
Very well.
So.
To be or not to be... That is not the question I bring forth to you tonight. Is that good enough, or should we do more? Or I'm kind of confused. I mean, it's my first night at poetry night. I don't want to overdo it, but and he looks at the crowd for acceptance and
give me an expertise terminus poetry check.
Oh, okay. I don't know where I would roll for that.
It's in your skills. If you're on the Roll20 sheet, it's at the bottom to the right, underneath expertise.
Okay, bottom to the right under expertise, and I have Terminus armor. No. Range combat. No. Expertise. Poetry. Wow. Okay. That is a 12.
That is a 12.
Like, I guess.
The assembled Furions look a little like disappointed that is your offering this evening. They're used to you being a little more speechify-y, eloquent. That's the word.
I'm having an off bow day. I'm sorry.
And Freedom Bird will come up on the stage next to you. He'll put a big muscly arm on your shoulder, your boulder. And he says, "That is all right, Bambo. Thank you for presenting what you have presented, and for your continued excellence in the war against Omega."
And he kind of sulks off the stage, and I just wasn't prepared. And he's talking to himself and kind of wanders off to the back of the room. And
excellent. A couple of your Furion buddies will come over with drinks, and they'll sit down next to you while the next person goes up. It's Scavros the Scarred is up there giving poetry now, and everybody gets a little down when he starts speaking. He's just the ultimate goth guy. And yeah, your buddies are there.
I'm really sorry, gentlemen. I just I normally am much more eloquent with my speech. It's just I've had some heartfelt remorse that my love is gone.
Who is your love, Manbo?
Well, the fact is that I've been trying to find her for some time.
Is she woman-bo?
Crossbowina. She's she decided that she was going to go out with a guy named Bolt, and he's a little woody, but he's definitely got a happy trigger finger. Anyway, I have to find a new love and to be my muse, to find my poetic just, and I will come more prepared next time. I promise.
We'll hold you to that, Manbo. You have a nice night now. And everybody sort of disperses and begins leaving the tavern and Castle Furious.
Oh, woe is me.
And Manbo, sort of brooding and listening to the poetry, you look over and you do see a door that isn't usually behind the bar. It looks like it is calling to you. It feels like it's calling to you, I should say.
That's odd. Maybe I should inspect this ocular door. And I approach the door.
Excellent. The door does open, and you also get the smell of rose and honeysuckle, but you also get the smell of like bow cleaner or string cleaner.
Nice. Nothing better than a nice, clean bow.
Mm-hmm.
I step through and investigate further.
Excellent. And last but not least, we come to Bowman Prime, who is on his way to the Claremont Academy to give a speech and a demonstration for the students. Bowman, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the scene is like, what you're up to?
Well, every once in a while you got to have your best graduate ever visit the old alma mater and show them how heroism is done. Obviously, Bowman extremely humble though. He's keeping that down inside, but he's like, new generation. You go into a class and you see like who's who. Like, oh, that's clearly the Bolt of this class. He's energetic all over the place. There's the Bowman, very serious leader type. Kind of glad I grew out of that. You just kind of get to know everyone, and then it's always good to see Duncan Summers again.
He's very happy to see you. He's leaning on his cane. He has a little bit of a wistful look on his eye. He looks over to you, Bowman. He says, "Do you have any Valentine's Day plans this evening?"
Unfortunately, not this year. Just going to be a night of probably staking out different locations that I usually go. Things have been kind of quiet. So, So you know that's going to change pretty quick. How it goes.
Has a habit of doing that in this city. But take it from somebody who's lived the life that you are walking. It's best to find someone to go through it with.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm going to be having dinner with my daughter, Callie.
Oh, good. Yeah. Tell her I said hey. Yeah, I kind of wish I had plans tonight, but that's not the life for me.
Excellent. And he says, I'm sure you'll come up with something. And he hobbles off to go enjoy his evening. And as you're sort of walking the halls, Bowman, you notice between the lockers there is a door that has never been in the Claremont Academy before, as far as you remember.
Huh. Yeah, let's take a look inside.
Excellent. Door opens, and you are overwhelmed with the smell of roses and lilac, and you are pulled bodily across dimensions. You've been through dimensions before. You sort of know what that feels like. And you find yourself standing in a marble-strewn oculus with 4 other entities wielding who are bows. And each of you come into the room around the same time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of quick. He's looking around, and then he spots Archer, but not quite how he knows him.
Yep. Archer does look like 30 years younger than you remember him being.
And Fletcher stops himself from just saying his name outright. I mean, we're in another dimension, but secret identities are what they are. And he kind of tilts his head, gives him a look like, do we know each other?
And do I recognize this version of Bowman?
I mean, his costume is similar to the Bowman that you know, but he would have been a kid when you knew him. But it looks similar to the Bowman who is your boss. Who was your boss before you started drinking.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that doesn't look like that Bowman.
He looks like that Bowman, but slightly different.
Much more stylish.
All right. Well, looks like they at least got Freedom City's second best Bowman for this gig.
Sorry, what? And also, where? Is this one of those? Oh God, are we pulled into an interdimensional archery tournament? That feels like something that would happen to me.
I don't know. I'm just looking for those ruffians that I was chasing.
One of you smells lovely.
Oh God! That's when you guys see the skeleton.
I just imagine this mouse looking up. That's new.
Hey.
This is new.
Did you have skin when you got here?
Oh God. Oh, where did it all go? Nah, I'm kidding. Of course I didn't.
Okay, sorry.
You know, valid question.
And then we look down and see the mouse.
The mouse already spoke.
Took a while for the sound to travel.
Yeah, no one could see where she was, though. That was the problem. And then
I assumed it was an
suddenly
invisible Bowman.
There's a manbo as well.
I look in shock, but I'm not surprised that this would happen on such an adverse day to my heart.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't have one of those.
Really?
I can see that.
Stop looking up there.
No, it's perfectly fine.
It's hard. I have to look up to see any of you.
Well, climb up me then, and I offer an arm.
I go up the arm and I go, I hate this.
It was gonna be.
You're ticklish? How?
Bones.
They're all funny bones.
It was gonna be a simple day. Kill the president, take 10 years off my sentence.
What? Which
I
hours?
I wouldn't.
No, clearly not ours, but
Okay. Yeah, maybe we should knock out introductions. I'm Bowman.
of course you are. I'm Archer.
I know.
I'm Bow Mouse.
I am. Go ahead, please.
I'm Bone Man.
Bone Man. Well, I am Man Bow.
Your name makes sense.
Yes, unfortunately, I have this appendage, but it's all I have.
I think all of our names are pretty on the nose. Very
I
accurate.
don't have one of those.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. How did you smell us?
I don't know.
It's probably magic.
Did you used to have skin?
Well, yeah, no one's born a skeleton.
You could have been a skeleton reality person.
Oh my god, does that exist?
In my universe, no skeletons talk. How could I, guess maybe you were born as one?
In my
I'm not
universe,
here to
mice
judge.
can't talk. Yet here you are judging me. Wait, why am I looking down? You're on my shoulder.
Why would the mice not be able to talk? We're lovely.
Often you try to bite at my femurs.
Something tells me it's not a matter in Boneman's universe. It's not a matter of not being allowed to.
Well, I've come to the conclusion that all of you are bowmen, or bone mouses, or mices, or rodents.
I'm a mouse.
What brought us here?
A door.
I'm
for me.
glad you asked that question.
I don't know. I got sucked into a carriage, and now I'm here.
And across the room, coming in from a hallway, there is a very small human, but with baby proportions, dressed in a gray business suit, who is shuffling along on little chubby feet.
Yeah.
It's the boss baby.
It's the boss.
Okay, genuine question about Bowmouse's universe. So there are humans, but they're pets? Like it's Planet of the Apes.
I don't know. I think so.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I like the Mickey Mouse rules, please.
All right,
It's like the
we'll go with
Roman
Mickey
rules.
Mouse rules.
So it's just like she's never seen a human.
Yeah.
before that.
We'll go with that.
And she goes, also, what are you?
Uh,
And she points at the three humans.
The two humans, or I guess 3 now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a construct.
I don't know. You all three seem to be the same species. I do not know what the species is.
Well, they're obviously
Human.
You say obviously. What is human?
Oh, gee. That which does not pull your carriages now.
Yeah, I guess
we're just gonna
we're
retcon
retconning it. We're retconning it. It disturbed me.
That was upsetting.
Imagine me, but media.
You.
Did you used to be one of them?
I think so. It's been a while.
Fascinating.
I have that advantage.
So we have a baby walking towards us,
You
right?
really do.
Yes, I am here to gather you.
Why?
My master has called for you
Again, why?
because you are people of a certain talent.
Mm.
Is
And
it?
who is your master?
I serve the almighty Eros,
Oh no.
known to some as Cupid.
Ah.
Is there an animal version of Cupid I would know?
Yes. It's a skunk with a bow and arrow.
Pepe
Why
Le
a
Pew.
skunk? Is it Pepe Le Pew?
He
Pepe
thinks
Le
he's Pepe Le
Cupid.
Pew.
We can't say Pepe Le Pew because he's copyrighted.
He's Pepe Le
so
Pew Pew.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cupid, so Pepe Le Cupid.
The options are
That's
endless.
not good.
Oh no, but I was like, oh no, we might not smell good for much longer then.
See, I thought he would be.
All right, wait a second. No. Tell your boss whatever he wants. I don't want any of it. Send me back to where I came from.
You can't say that. He's tiny. He obviously needs our help.
That's the metric.
Yes.
Not all tiny things need your help. And then I am mad about it and jump off of his shoulder and go and stand on Archer's shoulder. Because I'm mad that you're underestimating me.
Oh, jeez.
You may express your displeasure to my master to his face. Please come along.
Sure, we will.
Oh, you bet I will.
I still think somebody slipped me a Mickey in my drink, but I'll go ahead and go.
I know another mouse with that name.
Don't
Distant relative.
Don't drink him.
Don't drink him.
And the little business baby will turn around on his heel and start walking the other direction, expecting you to follow.
And I do.
I guess I do if Archer does. I'm on his shoulder now.
Yeah, I'm heading that way. I want to talk to the boss.
And this little business baby will lead you around. He'll lead you out of the antechamber that you're in, and you find yourselves making your way through a pretty, almost like an open source business office. There's no cubicles. It's all open concept, big, long rows of tables, all of them with babies working at different computers, dressed in business suits, all with very, very dour-looking faces on their face.
There's a little bit of
an episode of Loki.
competition as like Bowman tries to be the leader of it. He's like, "Oh, I'll step past Archer and be the one that's in the front, following the baby." It's just a weird competitive thing that rose up in him.
And Archer has to avoid. Archer, remembering that Bow Mouse is on his shoulder, has to avoid like shoulder checking him out of the, avoid that instinct.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, all of you.
I got sucked through a portal.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
inadvertent.
I didn't exactly get an invite.
This just happened to me.
Oh. I forget that you mortals require requests to be made. We are rarely in the business of requesting.
Yes.
We're probably
also,
gonna talk to your boss about that too.
Also, if it was just like demanded of us, why would you thank us?
Manbo, your bow is collapsible.
Okay,
It rolls down into your spine in a horrible.
Cool.
Oh, oh, is it like? Is
I
it
don't
like?
wanna see it.
Like, God,
Like
now I don't. I'm
Wolverine's
trying
claws.
to. Yeah, like.
It's Wolverine's claws if they were a whip that had a string that connected to his butt.
Oh, there's so many layers.
I don't.
Well, I was worried about being able to walk in the halls because it says I'm 10 feet tall with the bow out. So.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
And he'll lead you out of the main office floor, up a flight of stairs, and into a private office overlooking the work floor. Where you see there is a conventionally handsome in a bland way human-looking figure. He has dark hair, fairly tan skin. He's dressed in white dress shirt, black slacks, and he has a bag on the desk in front of him, and he looks like he has a sun hat that he is trying to shove into there.
Hello.
Master, your guests have arrived. Oh, excellent work, Stanley.
Stanley.
Yes, that is this cherub's name.
Last name
Thank you,
Kubrick.
Stanley.
You are welcome.
Oh, I would assume last name Steamer.
Stanley Steamer. And Stanley will go over and he will sit on a small desk next to the big desk, and he pulls out a little typewriter and looks like he is getting ready to transcribe whatever you guys are getting ready to say. And Cupid will look at all of you and say, "Archers, it is very good to make your acquaintance." Or do you prefer bowfolk? I never know with mortals.
I'm a skeleton.
Indeed you are.
Is he mortal? And I point at the skeleton.
I used to be.
Technically,
If you used to be mortal, that would make you immortal.
I'm not immoral. I always pay my taxes.
That's more law-abiding than a morality thing, but
Yeah. Also,
won't
not
get
what I
into
said. So.
Bowman just knows that
Yeah,
that Bowmouse had that thing with taxes earlier.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, this is a very
unwritten tax sense.
tax sense.
Well, archers, bowfolk, whatever you prefer to be called, skeleton man.
Thank you.
I am the god of love and romance, and it is Valentine's Day. And
Yes.
I am tired. Very, very tired. I've been doing this job, let's call it what it is, nonstop for the last 50,000 years. And I would like to take some time to go and sit on a beach somewhere and relax. But I need mortals to help me make sure that my tasks get completed.
Do you work every day? You don't just work on Valentine's Day?
My busy
Also,
day
why
is Valentine's Day.
Also, why are you not a skunk?
what?
I don't know why I'm not a skunk.
Well, I guess his iteration in this realm would be what he is here.
Can't just ask someone why they're not a skunk.
Right.
You can if they should be a skunk.
Look, I'm not a skunk, okay? But I am tired. And maybe I want to go be a skunk. Maybe I want to hang out. We'll see. I don't know.
You're not a skunk, but this whole situation stinks.
Oh, no. You're from
Hey.
the 90s, aren't you? Oh my God! Look at your feet.
Yeah, he's so grungy.
Did Rob Liefeld draw you?
Stabbing into the floor with him.
McFarlane.
They're pointy. Like a ballerina's worst nightmare you are. Ugh.
You could send me back to where I came from, and then you won't have to worry anything about it.
Yeah, I can't do that until the job's done.
Well, then what job do you have for us, good sir?
It's really simple. It's nothing that a good group of superheroes like you can't just handle easily enough, okay? I've had a horrible few decades. And this is you guys deal with supervillains and saving the world and saving the universe or whatever. I just need you to take some arrows and shoot a couple of people.
Are they bad people? Why do you need us to shoot arrows at
They're
them?
love arrows, okay? Look.
Ooh.
I've got arrows for you. And the way my job works, I've broken it down into a science for all of you. The way my job works, there are several load-bearing romances that need to be created every Valentine's Day in order for love and prosperity to continue to exist in the material worlds that you hail from.
I see.
I've got 4 load-bearing romances that need to be resolved. And honestly, if you can do 3 of them, life will be great.
It'll give you the time off that you're looking for, I take it.
Yes, I'll be able to enjoy a couple of days in Cabo with a little umbrella drink, with a little tan.
Again, do you only have to do this on Valentine's Day?
That's the most important time that I do it. I do other stuff throughout the year. I'm not like that Santa Claus guy, okay?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If you have to work one day a year and you're like, I can't do it.
Look, I'm not that guy, okay? I've got to do other things throughout the year. There's Valentine's Day, there's Sweetie's Day, there's
Valentine's Day was literally yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Whatever. Okay, I'm.
Probably while you're tired.
Yes, it's been a long decade. Okay, just help me with this, and then I'll send you back to your worlds. It's what 20 minutes of work for you guys. You'll be fine.
Well, I feel honored that you would actually employ us to do some deeds for you because, frankly, I had nothing better to do because I had just recently lost my love and I need to occupy my time. And he kind of leans over into a hanky, and even though I don't have tear ducts, but anyway.
Look, let's get this done so we can get back. I've got I've got a date. I've got a date with wine, like with some wine and cheese. To get back to tonight.
You can stand up with wine and cheese.
Yeah, I'm on board. If you're the one that can get us out of wherever we are right now, then yeah, let's do the job.
I'll accept the terms.
I go. I was like, I was gonna say attaboy. Would they have the term boy? I don't know. And I just go attaboy, and I do a little playful punch, except it's just a little tiny mouse fist going wee, like
right in the side of his face.
I do it like on his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess I don't want to be the odd one out. That would feel awkward. I'm in.
Good. Okay. Stanley will fill you in on the details. I'm out of here. He disappears in a flash of rose petals.
And pina colada smell.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So did a god thing just ask us to do his job for him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Just trying to make sure I'm up to speed on what the hell's happening.
Well, I would much rather be doing this than soaking in my room back at the castle.
You have a lot to deal with, don't
I
you?
hate to say that I didn't
It's
have
all
much
bundled up.
going on either.
I hope that lady in the cage wound up being okay.
What?
Did you put someone in a cage?
Oh no.
No, I put someone out of a cage. I think. I don't know. The door to the cage became the door here.
You were getting someone out of a cage. Okay, that is.
But if he opened the door, then that way he went through it. But, okay, I'm sure she's fine. Bruce Willis showed up and rode away on a Harley, so everything's good.
There's a lot for me to deal with when I get home.
They invented a whole Bruce Willis while I was gone.
So where are these arrows?
I don't know a Bruce Willis. I do know a Bruce Willis. I wonder if they're the same.
Shut up.
I am genuinely so proud of that. That was just
Bruce Willis.
yeah.
I'm giving everybody a hero point because my face hurts.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But Stanley will look up at all of you and I'll say, before we go to the armory, I should probably tell you about these romances and where they take place.
Yes.
Our analytics team has done several seismic scannings of the romance quotients across Earth Prime, and there are 4 events going on that you will have to react to. The first of which, and he walks over to the desk and he jumps up and pushes a button on it and a little display thing comes down. This is the Sinister Hawkins dance for the Elysium Academy. It's a Sadie Hawkins dance for supervillain teenagers. And he points up. It is going to be at the revolving restaurant on top of the Crown Tower Hotel in Emerald City. And he sort of points with the laser pointer.
Emerald City, that middle of nowhere.
Yes. I am aware that you have beef with a city that is not super for you yet. And he'll flip, he'll hit the button again, and he'll say the other setting is a wedding at Lantern Hill at the Clark house between Jessica Cabot and Bradley Clark. Your conflict here is star-crossed lovers.
So are we trying to help this wedding happen or make it not happen?
Well, one thing that you'll have to figure out when you get there is what romance is the most important one. That's not something we can predict.
Of course you can't. That would be too easy.
The best we can do is give you the central conflict of the romance in question. There are star-crossed lovers here at the wedding, and at the dance, there are enemies to lovers. I'm sure you'll enjoy that trope.
Cute.
Oh god.
I've decided that the mouse likes romance because I do, and
Sure.
I want to. So.
And then the other one here is at the Cauldron Lake Lodge in Mystery, New Hampshire, at the Mad Science Camp. The main conflict of this relationship is physical.
In what way?
There is something dangerous keeping the lovers apart that you will have to separate. Man versus world, that sort of thing.
So we are the forbidders of this romance.
There is a monster.
Ah,
Oh.
That one seems pretty
I
doable.
mean,
And we are still working on the location of the final one.
Okay.
Can we start on these other ones while you work on that?
Indeed.
Do you ever show emotion, Stanley?
This is my emotion.
So no. Okay.
I am content with my job.
Are you?
Stan, just curious. Your boss ever not get one of these load-bearing ones? Have to find a backup plan, or what happens if one doesn't happen? What's
That did happen once.
Were there consequences?
yeah.
That depends. Do you know what the Dark Ages are?
ah.
Okay.
Why do I feel like this is gonna have something to do with the Trojan War? Like something went wrong there.
I was thinking Cleopatra. Yeah.
Yeah, Cleopatra's good too.
I hated the Dark Ages. I kept bumping into things.
Were you? I'm sorry. I have to ask. Were you actually there for the Dark Ages? How old are you?
Old.
That's not an answer.
I'm 345. 346 next September.
Impressed you still remember your birthday.
Okay, Bo team, let's get these arrows and get a move on.
Okay.
You have tiny love arrows?
We have love arrows of all sizes to satisfy all archers.
Oh yeah,
I
before
would like some of the tiny ones, please.
before we set out, how do these things work?
You need me to tell you how an arrow works?
I need you to tell me how
How
one that
does
makes
the
people
love
fall in
part
love
work?
Thank you.
Oh.
Just gotta hit them with it, I think.
Yeah, you take your arrow, you put it in your bow, and you shoot them, and the magic does the rest.
Okay, is it like
The first
this
thing you
like
see,
Shakespeare?
or
Is this like Shakespeare? Are we gonna fuck something up if they see the wrong person?
Potentially.
So it's the next person they see.
It would be best if you shot them while they were together.
Okay.
Teams of two.
not
Got it.
around anyone with a horse's head? I'm kidding.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
That's
Well, you've got to also remember that the people might already be in love, and we have to make sure that that doesn't get wrecked. So there might be something that's intruding upon them, keeping the love in place.
yeah. I would say unless the person is already a horse and didn't just come to have a horse's head.
Oh, good point. I'm sorry. I was not trying to be horsist.
Well, come along. I will load you up with arrows, and then you will be on your way.
Very cool.
What
Now,
are the consequences if we accidentally hit the wrong person?
there is not protocol for that.
Got a lot of arrows. Just keep
All right.
shooting.
Well,
Everybody's gonna love
We'll get the right one
everybody.
eventually.
Another point
actually,
of order.
that is a good question.
You are all not cherubs, so you will have to enter these locations through the means that are available to you.
Ah,
What does that
stealth.
mean?
It means you will not be invisible and you will not be able to fly like we do.
Then why don't you come with us? Why is this happening?
Because Eros is cruel and manipulative, and he is a Greek god.
I appreciate your honesty.
And it's
It's just
also
because
probably
he's not
easier to
terrible.
train. It's probably easier to train archers to be love gods than it is to teach love god servants to be archers. You know, the Armageddon problem.
Yep.
Mhm.
It didn't work there, and it didn't
Made perfect sense there.
Man, Bruce
Um,
Willis
somewhere-
died in that movie.
Yeah, somewhere. Ben, I don't know Affleck. He's just the Affleck duck now. I don't know if you've ever seen the commentary of that movie. He makes fun of it, and it's fantastic.
That's awesome.
This is a good question, though. Is hitting someone with a second arrow going to undo the first arrow? The love arrow,
Yes.
specifically. I know
That's what
regular
I heard.
arrows
It don't work
Wow, that
way.
hurts twice as much.
Yeah.
don't work that way.
Oh, that is a very good question. Is that how that
It
works?
will intensify the emotional reaction they are experiencing.
All right, opposite of
No.
what I was looking for. Double love.
Can
not-
I accidentally shoot someone's eye out with love?
Yes.
Oh no!
Not again.
Should I aim for legs then?
The gluteus maximus is the best place to hit a target with a love arrow.
Baby got back. I like it.
We probably shouldn't hit the babies.
No, babies are incapable of understanding love.
I knew
Oh.
it.
So, is that why you're this way?
I'm not a
Ooh,
baby.
ooh.
I am a cherub.
Are you sure?
It's similar but different.
How is the love thing going, though?
I miss my diaper.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Okay, well, do we portal from space to space, or do we get a jet to fly us to the first location?
Oh.
We're going to
question.
send you back to Freedom City, and Bowman can secure transportation for you.
We should
All
get a
right.
tandem bike.
I've kind of got bikes in mind, but you ever flown a jet bike?
What's a
Um,
jet bike?
I'm willing to learn.
Oh boy. This'll
Can
be
you
fun.
find a small one?
I don't. Did you ride along with
Tiny,
someone?
tiny little bicycle.
Sure.
Okay.
I
Alright.
can piggy. I'll piggy. You know, Bo Mouse. I have an affinity for you because you're not of this world, and neither am I. So, I think we should
Is
team
that-
up.
I just keep hopping to everyone's
Yeah, I was
shoulder.
about to say everyone.
Yeah.
The skeleton's
Wait, what about the
definitely of
bone
this
guy?
world.
The bone guy. Yeah.
I've already been on the bone guy's shoulder.
No, I mean, Manbo should feel a little affinity towards the the
Oh,
skeleton guy.
That's fair. It was. I'm sorry, Mr. Bowman. It was just weird sitting on bones.
Ouch.
I don't know how to
Cold.
respond to that comment.
You're just cold and heartless, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I'm a skeleton.
I stay cold.
I walked
right.
into that screen door.
I finished loading. I finished all of my dramatic armoring up shots, Schumacher style.
Oh my god.
That was a lot of gratuitous.
Superhero pose.
It's the 90s, you said. So
Man, he ain't got no toes and he's got a cod piece. This is horrible.
we gotta do our superhero like gathering shot as we're walking towards the portal.
So I stuffed my arrows into my cod piece, which was the style at the time.
What you did.
I take all the tiny arrows because I assume no one else wants them.
So
I'm
fun.
a-
A
I'm
fun
a-
thing happens when you guys get to the armory.
Okay.
You notice that the armory has been burgled.
Oh no!
Stanley looks concerned about this.
Someone stole all the arrows.
It looks like somebody has taken all of the arrows and bows from the armory.
Where are the love bows?
This isn't good.
Yeah.
Stanley,
Stanley, we need you to level with us.
is there security footage?
No. Cupid forbids us from recording anything here.
Yeah.
I will go and
Is there
see if I have any in reserve. If you want to take a look around here.
Yeah. we'll investigate.
Okay, genuine question: is someone stealing them to go cause chaos with the love arrows?
Oh.
It would,
I don't need a bow. I got a bow, but
I don't know why somebody would want to steal the love arrows. All they do is
All
cause
right.
love.
Stanley, when was the last time you or somebody you know was in this armory before you go?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
So I look over at Fletcher. So all right, so we've had 24 hours where this facility was left essentially unguarded.
Yep. You have guards posted at the whatever entrance this thing has? Would they see people coming and going?
No one is supposed to be able to get here except by the will of the gods.
be another
Could
god.
one of the other
Yeah.
cherubs have stolen them?
Do you know any gods going through a divorce?
No, that was my last adventure.
That sounds like a story.
It's on YouTube. Go check out All in the Family here on Green Ronin's YouTube channel.
Oh.
I love this. It sounds like Brandon accidentally just stumbled into the best promo spot.
How you doing?
I do that. Never on my own,
All right,
but I do that.
This first hour of the adventure has been brought to you by.
Stanley looked.
I'd like to roll an investigation if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
There you go.
Stanley does. When you ask that question, he says, Marvin didn't come into work today.
What is a
Alright,
Marvin?
He is.
That's a 2-0.
He's another cherub like me.
A 20.
Wait, a nat 20 or an unnatural 20?
Unnatural, because I have a 7 in investigation, so that's
Unnatural.
a 13 I rolled.
Fletcher would like
More than
to
average.
compete with that by rolling as well.
I believe in you.
Probably shouldn't.
Can this mouse investigate? I don't know.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Oof.
You just see him doing a slightly worse job than you, almost as if he learned a little bit from you, and he's like, "Wait, we were taught by the same guy."
Wait, I'm also curious. What's your modifier? Is it also 7?
No,
It's
it's
6.
6.
So it would have been
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you're just better.
I'm just curious.
I'm
What
built
the mount-
different.
Oh my god. It's 20, 19, 18.
That seems like that almost looks like a computer glitch.
Right.
Nope, the 90s were just better at getting you ready for vigilante investigation.
As the GM, I like this trend.
You roll after us, so if it keeps going,
What do I see with my elf eyes?
So the three of you, by your powers combined, you sort of give a scan of the area. It looks like somebody came in here quickly, gathered up as much equipment as they could, and disappeared back out the door that you guys are in. Archer, you do find one interesting scrap of something. Underneath one of the far arrow tables where they store all the arrows, there is a cassette.
Luckily, I've got my handy cassette player, my little Walkman.
Walkman from the 90s.
That's true. You are from the 90s. It's great.
Actually, can I use my hero point to edit a scene to have a cassette player?
Yeah, that's fine.
Eh.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming this mouse is from a time where cassettes are not the norm, right?
Yes. Yep.
I go, a cassette? Who
Right.
still uses cassettes?
What the hell is a cassette?
Calling it. It's going to be Total Eclipse of the Heart on it.
Yeah.
Turn around. So I slipped the cassette in, and I just let it play through the speaker, and I hit play.
And Foreigner begins to play.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
The song is I Want to Know What Love Is.
I want to know what love is.
Copyright strike.
Do we think
I want
that
you to
is
Bowman.
Do we think that is a clue?
I want you to bow me.
So, all right. So someone with decent taste was here.
That's you.
All right. You know what? Let's find Stanley. Maybe he knows someone who has an unhealthy obsession. If you're gonna bring this cassette to a crime, that doesn't indicate impulse control.
Someone's going through it.
It would seem as if they've created a portable bard.
Portable bard.
Oh, the mouse just goes, oh no.
Oh, yes. It's small.
Amazing.
That it is, Boneman. That it is.
It's bigger than me.
Does it transform?
Oh no, we're really in danger. Starscream's here for Valentine's Day.
I'm your leader now.
I was gonna say you worked your way into that voice. I'm not responsible.
But the Stanley does come back. You see he has a small briefcase with him. He says, I managed to find the reserve arrows, but these are...
Are there small arrows?
They're magic. They will change size to suit the archer.
Oh, so that means we can share. That's good.
I only
That is
have
good.
4.
That's
my
less
gosh.
good.
It's okay. I don't miss.
Well, who's the best archer? Oh my gosh.
I am, obviously.
I have the biggest bow, so I'm for long range.
I don't have
And
nerd endings to shake it all. My aim is impeccable.
I am so sneaky. No one sees me because I am a mouse. I'm small.
Yes, but my aim is dead on.
I'm dead. D.
So am I.
As I
That's
try to
him.
think of any goddamn mouse.
You know, as I'm thinking about it, I look over Manbo and I think you are basically just a ballista on legs, aren't you?
Pretty much, yeah. So, but I'm very fortified. So if we ever need someone to take the brunt of the punishment, I will go ahead and stand in front, and you guys can shoot from the rear. Not at my rear, but from
Theirs,
the rear.
yeah.
Oh, actually, I just realized, are you mechanically a construct, like immunity to fortitude effects?
Yes.
Well, I was
Okay, I
created
just wanted to
by
make sure.
Terminus, so
Oh, I just wasn't sure if mechanically, like I knew the description was that, but
Because
that's
of
why I made
where we're firing
transform.
these, should they be called dairy arrows?
Whoa.
For some reason, I've been thinking about it. I turn to Mr. Bowman and I say, I'm positive that I have the best aim.
well, clearly the only way to settle this is a good old-fashioned archery contest.
Not with those arrows, as I point out.
No.
Stanley
I was saying,
closes the
and I pull-
briefcase.
I'll say I pull out a set, like we all came with our own supply, I think, right?
Okay. Okay. Fine. Who's got a target? That's what I'm looking for.
Stanley, we
Stanley,
need target practice.
Stanley, take this apple.
Can I
I fell for this trick once.
can I
Will you freaking tell?
Someone shoot you?
Just arrows.
can I take off
Oh.
my head and use that as the target?
Oh,
Or am I not that kind of skelly bone man?
How are you going to aim at your head?
That's how good I am.
Ricocheting off.
That is the
until it comes
self-confidence
back.
that this team is looking for, though.
Yeah.
Stanley will.
Is your eyesight not connected to the gaping holes of darkness where your eyes should be?
I'm a skeleton.
I'm aware.
Stanley will say, Marvin's desk is currently not being used. And there is that
right,
interesting
Marvin, you picked the-
poster over there
the-
with the number 4 on it.
All right.
All right.
Why is
yeah.
there a poster with a number 4 on it?
He really likes it.
Does anybody have expertise pop culture?
I don't.
Might.
I have expertise.
I'm willing to.
history.
I'm willing to just do an intellect check.
I do not.
I don't, which feels weird because I usually do when I play this game.
I'll
Does I'll just.
Archer
What about my
can-
streetwise?
That's what I have
Streetwise might
too.
work. Streetwise 90s might work.
What about Streetwise nowadays?
It'll be a higher DC for Streetwise nowadays.
Then I'll just
Ooh.
roll better. See?
Heck yeah, you did.
Heck yeah.
Um,
I'm staying out of this one.
I don't think I have anything that works for it. So.
Bowman with a natural 20. You got the 25 I was looking for. That number 4 is a Foreigner poster for their album 4 by Foreigner.
Whose poster is that?
So that
It's Marvin's.
So
Marvin's poster.
that's the same band that was on the cassette, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, he'll share that with the gang.
Yeah,
Like
Marvin
relation.
sus.
Yeah. Marvin's been up to
This
something.
gives us even more of a reason to use Marvin's poster as target practice before we go interrogate him.
Do
Very
you
well.
know where Marvin is to interrogate him? Also, what does Marvin look like? I don't know. Do they all look like?
Marvin looks like me, Stanley says.
Yeah, I'm assuming in a worst case scenario, I'm assuming in a worst case scenario, we could shake Stanley here down for the information.
Stanley looks up at you.
Always go for shaking people down.
I don't think they share a brain, right? And I look at Stanley for confirmation.
We do not share a brain.
No. I'm saying he probably has the information. He's like they probably got like an HR service, department here that's got the information.
Stop it! Can't you tell you're upsetting Stanley?
I can't.
It's okay, Stanley. I trust you wholeheartedly, even though I have no heart.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't trust Stanley. I'm saying Stanley might have principles that lead Stanley to not want to tell us the information, and so we're gonna have to shake him down to get it. This is just what happens sometimes in this line.
Are you saying that they're like brothers?
No, I'm saying that Stanley probably has access to the HR records.
Marvin and I are
Stanley
not
seems
brothers.
like he's like some kind of in charge.
So we need to know where Marvin is.
What is okay? I'm sorry, I had to do this joke. What is HR?
It's hamster resources.
I was gonna say Harry resources, but that's a good one.
We have AR, animal resources.
We have CR. Challenge rating. Bam.
What?
Roll for initiative. Here comes Stanley.
I always knew I would. Ethan says I always knew this is how it would go.
Yep.
This specific situation.
The fortune teller was right.
Almost exactly like she said.
And Stanley will say, Marvin and I are not brothers. That would be highly inappropriate.
Are you?
You have a work group chat, perhaps?
Why would that be highly inappropriate?
Marvin and I used to be romantically involved.
Oh.
Did you break
Oh.
Marvin's heart just before Valentine's
so Stanley
Day, Stanley?
definitely knows where Marvin lives.
Stanley, what did you do?
Did you make Marvin sad?
I texted him to let him know that I was no longer interested in pursuing a romantic relationship with him.
Was this yesterday?
Yes.
I knew it.
Can somebody?
You didn't think the fact the person you broke up with yesterday in the worst way possible, you have issues and we need to talk about them.
No, we're not here to solve Stanley's issues. We already have an agenda. And
Okay.
a plan.
When we're done here, I might try to help
It
Stanley.
didn't seem appropriate to bring it up.
Slight correction, the worst way is a breakup note fired on an arrow through their window.
Did you do that?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Did
I was in high
someone
school.
do that to you?
I was in high school.
Oh.
At the Claremont
I tried to-
Academy.
Even in other species, men are dumb.
Well, I tried to kill my creator, so.
Sounds like
Interesting.
Father's Day is awkward for you.
Creator Day? Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Obviously, Marvin stole the arrows. Let's get this.
Why would Marvin do
competition-
that?
Bro, come on.
So no one else can have love.
Well, we have 4 arrows to get the missions done. I think that's all we're going to get.
I do too. Let's do the stupid competition to figure out that I'm the best one of us.
Oh.
Go ahead, Miss Mousy, because you're
Okay.
so good to go.
What would I need to roll for this?
Just an archery check. It should be in your
Okay,
ranged combat skills at the bottom right of the character sheet.
We're doing
That's
straight
what's
firing,
Sorry,
no
I
taking a turn to
zoomed
aim.
in on the character sheet to make it easier to read, and now it won't zoom out again.
Oh, sorry.
This is bottom right.
Yeah, it should be the skill column is the bottom right column of the 3 columns at the bottom, and then the ranged combat archery should be down there. It'll say ranged combat, and then in the space underneath it'll say archery.
Here we go. I see it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Twice.
I just gonna say it was middle. I said fine, and just like rip an arrow out, do it real quick, like really fast.
Right from Manbo's shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
Manbo, you hear the arrow whistle by your ear.
Awesome.
Also, I am sneakier than all of you.
Archer got a 20. Is anybody else competing for the right to wield the arrows?
Oh, sure, I'll give it a shot. So that's an 11 plus 14, 25.
All right, and Bowman.
Well, the important thing is I had fun.
Holy crap!
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. Can I just say that he like Robin Hooded it? My arrow?
Your little arrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see the arrow anymore. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Pushed
Breaks
her
apart
through.
into two
Is
toothpicks.
that I just look at him and go, okay,
Does that settle it?
good job.
And he definitely glances at Archer whenever he's like, does that settle it?
Actually, I guess since Manbo didn't go, there's been enough to go around the whole time.
True.
Mambo, you can take a shot if you want, but the cherubs are probably gonna not like it.
I refrain from exposing myself that way at this time. It's just overkill.
I hit the target on the other side of the wall.
What target?
I killed that guy between that engine block.
I was going to aim at his desk.
Mm.
The desk would just blow up.
All right. Well, yeah, I'd say Archer definitely is like a little chip on his shoulder for talking a big game and then choking at the finish line.
You could have a little mouse on your shoulder.
Hop over.
Console.
And I just hop over and
Awesome.
like, what up?
It's okay.
I say,
All right.
I was gonna say, Archer takes 2 of the arrows from Stanley and hands one up to Bowmouse, and it shrinks.
And they're very stereotypical Cupid arrows. They're pink. They've got a heart for the arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
The fletching is
I look at them and I go, cute.
Could you imagine the size of the arrow that I would have to have?
I'm here for it. I'll make sure they're in love for the rest of their lives when I nail them to each other.
Right. I failed them with love.
Together.
And I look at Stanley and I go, can you guys make more of these after we use these, or are they just like gone forever?
The process is very time consuming, but I will.
Okay, so you'll have some for next year.
Yes, I will get our artificers on it.
Great.
All right.
Let's go.
Word to
And,
Freedom
Do
City.
we need to pick a leader?
Stanley will.
The mouse has just decided she's the leader.
Okay.
The mouse is the one with leadership and inspire, so like.
That works.
Okay, there you go. She's the bard.
I also, the mouse has decided she's the leader. You guys don't actually have to follow what the mouse says. You can rebel if you want.
But you're so cute.
Resistance is futile.
Bowman doesn't have a rebellious bone in his body.
Archer. I look over at Archer. I'm like,
Fletcher's like, someone to take orders from? Perfect.
Excellent.
I've always been subservient, so it doesn't matter.
I've just decided that my character's kind of dumb, so yeah, I'll follow the mousey.
Excellent.
I'll take point.
Actually, you'll follow Archer because I'm standing on Archer's shoulder now. I think that's where I am. I just hop between all of you.
Fair. Stanley will
Just
take
hop
you
between
guys
all of y'all.
back to the antechamber that you came in through,
Mm-hmm.
and he will go to the far end of the room, and he will open a door that looks like it leads out onto a city street somewhere.
Is this where we find bikes?
I am letting you out.
As Bowman just left.
This is indeed where we find bikes.
Okay.
I am releasing you in Freedom Hall.
Oh, perfect.
May your hunt for love be fruitful and multiply.
Thank you,
So
tiny
wait.
person.
Is this the one with the enemies to lovers, villain, teenagers thing?
No, that's an emerald.
Yeah, that's an emerald. So he's just dropping you off where you guys can find vehicles so you can plan on where you want to go.
Okay.
And if you want to split up or if you want to tackle them all together.
All right, so we've got 4 arrows. We've got 3 situations currently. Bowman, what sort of vehicle access does your freedom you have?
So we've got the Pegasus, I believe, sky bikes.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got the sky bikes, and then we do have a space plane, but that seems like overkill.
Well, we could orbit once and just airdrop each of us.
Yeah,
That's not
about
the
that.
90th solution to your problem.
Yeah, I was saying, do you have any Halo jump equipment or?
Wait, I need to change costumes.
This is like Judge Dredd in there.
What how far, like, where are we in relation to where we need to go?
So Freedom Hall is in Freedom City, which is where the wedding is taking place over on Lantern Hill. You're on
Okay.
the East Coast. Emerald City's on the West Coast, over in the Pacific Northwest, and Cauldron Lake Lodge is in New Hampshire. So
Okay.
the lodge
So
and the
we're on
wedding
the
are like
East-
in the same general vicinity.
Okay. We're in the East Coast. What time is it currently in the East Coast?
It is currently 2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay, so is this wedding even happening yet?
It looks like the wedding is scheduled to begin at 4:00.
Okay. What's in New Hampshire again? Sorry.
That's
where Mad Science Camp is, where the world versus man conflict is taking place.
I would say maybe we start in the New Hampshire. Do we want to split up, or do we want to like stay together?
Just because of
I
the
want to
odd
kill
number,
a monster.
I kind of feel like splitting up
I mean,
might not be great.
there's also the fact that a few of you here aren't really gonna blend in very well. And if we split up,
This is true.
I think he's
Does
talking about
anyone-
you,
if-
Membo.
Talking about most of us, honestly. Does anyone have a pocket I can like hide in?
I have many.
I believe my
No.
my outfit is full of pockets.
Yeah, Archer has a 90s amount of pouches.
Does your
Good.
quiver have pouches on it? Oh, is that like 8 pouches
Listen,
on the quiver?
Listen, you have to have little removable arrowheads so you can attach your explosive arrows and your punching glove arrows and your.
I will not go in the same pocket as the explosive arrows.
I hate to break it to you, I think most of the pockets have exploding arrowheads in them.
It is the 90s.
The standard.
Can you
gonna
remove
say-
all
Alright,
of the
alright,
arrowheads out of one pocket?
If he
And I will hang
Alright.
out in that one.
if he had ankles, he'd have pouches on his ankles.
I actually think we should go with the plane, because that's the thing
Yeah,
that's fast
it's
enough to get
probably
us to
big
the other
enough.
coat.
Yeah. Well, what time is it? Okay, so if it's 2 there,
It's 10 a.m.
is that dance even
Or no, wait,
happening there?
11 a.m.
Yeah, that dance probably isn't even happening
No,
yet,
probably
right?
not. We can do that one
Not until this
last.
evening.
So I would say we go to
I
New
see.
Hampshire first, then get the wedding, and then hop across to the other coast.
It's reasonable.
It's just the camp is like for kids, right? They're gonna be like doing stuff earlier in the day than the stuff that I presume that are teenagers and adults.
Oh, goody. I'm great with kids.
Like a pinata.
The mad
Yeah.
science kids are gonna love you.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
Probably made a couple.
Actually, yeah. I would say the three of you should probably try to stick to the trees, stick to the.
I'm
They're
sticking
gonna
to the
they're gonna
pocket.
want as I say they're gonna want to experiment on the likes of you.
I'll wear a festive
Well,
hat.
Actually, I could be disguised as the next generation in robotics, as kind of like a
Ooh, we
Blend
could
in.
use that to our advantage.
right
You could be RoboCop.
Oh my god.
RoboCop.
All right, well, it's been fun. I gotta get.
I'm so upset that I didn't
That's
think
the-
of that.
That's the
one that
did it.
that's not the one that broke you.
That's I don't know how, but that was the one.
Well, there's yeah. He is from Michigan, Flint, Detroit. It must be the water. I mean,
Mhm.
All right,
Awesome.
let's get in the
What you gonna do
plane.
with the price of tea in China?
Okay, so we're getting the plane to get to New Hampshire.
That seems like the right call.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
wait, what state is Freedom City in?
Great question.
I can't imagine I'm allowed to say.
Denial.
Okay, because I was saying if it's a Boston stand-in, I was like, it's a 45-minute drive. Why are we flying? But if it's like New
clearly
York or
Jersey.
Connecticut or New Jersey or Pennsylvania or anything like
well,
that.
I weigh 800 pounds. I don't know if the bikes can carry that much, but
honestly, it's probably in Massachusetts because there's a lot of Revolutionary War heroes and stuff in the history of the city.
No pets. Oh, sorry.
not DC.
Okay, should we just get on the? How are we getting there? That's the.
Let's take the plane. Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
we'll go with the
integrate my circuitry with the plane so that I can pilot it better, or does somebody have piloting skills?
Yeah, dude has the vehicle skill.
I imagine.
I've got 12.
It would be whole.
What a
I've
surprise.
got-
Okay, you have more than I do,
10.
but I do have a foreign vehicles, and I like the idea of the little mouse like running around doing it.
Constantly
Look, I'm
jumping
flying.
on buttons and levers to move them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bow Mouse has a bow cycle that it's like a Hot Wheel. It's great.
Oh my god.
Cute.
I love it. Yeah, I guess Archer can fly after a brief discussion. I'm sure they would come to that conclusion.
Yeah, I think I very intentionally made Archer just slightly better than Bowman at everything.
That's what it looks like.
I think I did that.
I mean, there's got to be some things that he's beating me in. We're the same.
Gotta
We're the same
balance,
number of
yeah,
points.
somewhere.
Yeah. All right.
It's been carried by my nat 20s.
All right, so we're going to Mad Science Camp.
Off to Mad Science Camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to stealth. Does this plane have a stealth mode?
It does have a stealth mode.
Oh, thank God.
It turns invisible. It doesn't show up on radar.
I was saying because I've done a cut the engines landing and it's always rough.
And as you guys are scooting off to Cauldron Lake Lodge near Mystery, New Hampshire, I think that's probably a good place for us to go ahead and take our break.
All right.
We get a short break
good to
here
me.
to get up, stretch our legs, grab a drink, grab a snack. And it's up to Troy if he wants to send us away.
No, 5 more hours of gaming.
Buddy Troy, where art thou?
We'll be right back. And I will be right back. Oh, we're back. I should probably talk.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably my job, right? Thank you for bearing with us while we ran out to take our break, everybody. I appreciate everybody who's been here watching with us tonight and who's been playing with us tonight. It's been hectic, but in a good way. Our heroes are a collection of bowfolk from across the multiverse who have been summoned to do Cupid's job for one Valentine's Day. But when they went to go get their equipment, they realized somebody had burgled all of the love arrows except for the 4 that their lovable scamp Stanley has given to them. And
Is he lovable or a scamp?
I don't think he's either of those things. Maybe lovable. I think he's I don't know. I have great fondness for him.
I guess Claude. Sorry, I was staring at your name. What was the name of the one who didn't show up for
Marvin?
Work? Marvin. I'm sorry. I literally was staring at your name when I said that. I guess Marvin loved him for some reason.
No, it was definitely Claude that broke his heart first.
Yeah, I really loved him too. Actually, it was
Stanley, that heartbreaker.
Stanley is just the bad boy of the cherub businessman.
Is he a bad boy because he misses his diaper? Because that was definitely a line you said.
He's a bad boy because he won't stop coloring on the walls.
We were forced to hear it.
You were forced to hear it. I'm glad you guys didn't go to Marvin's cubby.
Oh, well, we probably should have done that then, huh?
Because they don't live anywhere except for at work, and they have little cubbies that they sit
in. I'm starting to worry about the work conditions.
How were we supposed to know that?
Nobody asked Stanley.
Oh, well, yeah. Whoopsies.
Everyone tried to stop me when I said shake him down.
Should have known.
I did no such thing.
I did.
This is where my intimidation factor comes into play, and I didn't use it. Damn it.
I have literally a -2 in intimidation. I'm a little mouse.
I'm your polar opposite.
I didn't think you could have a negative in intimidation, but
I thought that my intimidation would be high because I'm a skeleton, but it's not.
You're charming.
Yes.
I was say you seem more goofy than spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Suave, kind of goofy.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's more like goofy.
Yeah.
It's more like goofy, scary skeletons, not spooky.
I'm a rubber hose skeleton.
So we're on the plane, right?
Yes, our heroes do know that there are at least 3 load-bearing romances that they have to rescue in order to make sure the world doesn't descend into anarchy and chaos where love doesn't exist. Probably. At least that's what Stanley thinks is going to happen. We'll see.
We have to stop the spread of Twitter.
Right. And they did decide as a group that they were going to head to the Cauldron Lake Lodge to the Mad Science Camp in Mystery, New Hampshire to see what's going on that is keeping 2 lovers separate from each other. The invisible plane does... you are coming down over Cauldron Lake Lodge, which is in the basin of this very large caldera-style lake. There's a couple of rocky, sort of hilly areas around, and you do see the lodge nestled sort of on the peak of a decently sized hill, looking down over this vast, colorful, clear water. The cabin itself, the lodge itself, is made out of local logs. It is very rustic, and you do see there is a big white banner on the front of it that says, "Welcome to Mad Science Camp." And give me perception checks as you guys are approaching with the plane.
The mouse sees all, apparently.
The world is very big for the mouse.
I got a 27.
Me too.
Oh man, I got a 12. I got a rock.
It's a big rock.
I was too busy landing the plane.
You don't want to see while you're doing that. That makes sense.
I got a 15. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, Bowman got one better than Archer.
That's what matters.
You notice that you would expect people to be out and about during the day at summer camp, but or February camp. I looked up what camps they have in February in New Hampshire. Mad Science Camp came up, so that's why we're here.
That's fun.
Wait, science camp is real?
It's real.
Only in the human plane, not in the mouse plane. So.
This is Rachel's being unbelieving, not the mouse.
Where else do you think they
Listen,
make
you got to get those kids started on supervillainy early.
Where else do you think a gravy spot is made?
Oh no!
Oh,
Troy did this.
Mentioned.
It's not a product of nature, that's for sure.
It's a product of man's hubris. But there are not any people wandering around. Bowmouse and Bone Man with your 27s respectively. You notice it looks like the central lodge has been reinforced. It looks like somebody has barricaded the doors and windows of that building.
So I'm going to point out, I think they must be hiding out in there and point towards that central building.
That door looks thick.
With 2 C's.
Sorry. Brand.
Keep going. Don't worry about me.
Meanwhile, back at the grave plot.
No, I'm with you.
Go on without me. But
how thick is it?
It's got a Q on it.
All
it's
right.
Crazy. It looks like there is a decently sized space where you could land. It looks like it's actually in the middle of the archery field.
How apt.
Fitting.
Look, we could have staged our competition here instead.
We still can.
I didn't know that this was going to be here.
I really hate the number 4. That's why I'm happy there's 5 of us.
Oh, brother. At least we're not golfing.
What's golf?
I might actually want to be back with Arctic Fox. I don't think I ever would have said those words out loud before.
Wait, you're friends with Arctic Fox?
No. No.
Does
Cool,
Arctic
then we're
Fox
good, we're
come
good.
From where the bowmouse comes from?
That's what Bowmouse was about to be like, oh, you know a fox?
Bowmouse, you definitely have an Arctic fox in your universe that is a fox.
And I go, oh, you also have Arctic fox? It's good to know.
But she's a female.
Ours is human. I don't know if I've actually seen him take off the mask.
No, I haven't seen him without
You
the
don't
mask
know
either.
You don't know.
Huh.
Foxes are fun to pet.
Anyway, we should probably
Yeah, let's
that building.
make ourselves
Okay, I
scarce.
think we're on the ground now.
Yeah. The plane
I
lands.
thought we were making our way through.
As you're making your way up to the lodge, you do notice that the PA system at the camp is currently playing music. It's playing Feels Like the First Time by Foreigner, just on loop.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think, was it Marvin? Is that his name again?
Marvin, yes.
I think Marvin's here.
What a horrible supervillain name.
It's Marvin.
Marvin's held up in the
I
science
keep
camp.
wanting to say the Martian, but I have no indication
This
that there
whole
would be
time,
Marvin the
I have
Martian.
been resisting the urge to say, "Where's the kaboom?"
The earth-shattering kaboom!
Exactly.
I look around to see if I can figure out how to get into the building to see what they're all up to.
Bowmouse, there are several ways that you can get into the building that the others would not be able to do.
Ooh.
There are many holes.
In the barricade.
Oh, yeah, the barricade's not mouse grade.
And so I tell them I'm gonna go sneak in and see what's going on.
So she's gonna go all mouseketeer and everything. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go unlock the door.
They
got a skeleton
barricaded
key?
the door.
He's got a
I
skeleton
am the
key.
skeleton key.
Of course you are.
That's handy.
I am going through through one of the holes in the barricade. Do I need to roll anything for that?
No.
And I'm trying to stay stealthy while doing it because everyone else seems to be disturbed by the talking mouse, and I'm concerned they will be too.
Give me a stealth check because they are keeping an eye on the barricade.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a check to get through the barricade, but just in case they.
Would it be
I am
possible
stealthy. I'm
Oh, Jesus.
to edit scene and say there were like comm links in the jet that I could pass out to everyone?
Oh, you don't have to spend a hero point for that. You guys are superheroes. You can communicate.
okay. Cool.
Imagine
Was
it's, like,
there a tiny
huge
comm
for-
link
yeah,
for me?
It's just on your back.
Ugh.
It is probably on your back, yeah.
Captain America shield style.
I'm trying to think if there's any size changers on the Freedom League that I don't.
They would have made it for pseudo.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
say.
that makes sense. Yeah,
So I have a tiny one.
yes, you have a tiny one.
Nice.
At
I
least somebody
also, yeah, I fully rolled a 40 in stealth. I'm invisible.
Wow.
They don't.
Or not rolled a 40. I have a 22 modifier. That's
does.
why.
Where did the mouse go?
Yeah.
She gone.
Been abandoned.
She's like, I'm done with this.
By the way, I am just like baffled because I've never rolled anything that high before. Is that a nat 20? I like.
It's an 18.
Not
Okay.
even. Wow.
That's not even the highest you can get.
That's impressive.
No.
She's a mouse. She's this big.
I'm a
Wait, your
mouse.
mouse
modifier your
ninja.
modifier is a 22?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Shouldn't it be PL limited to whatever.
There's a circumstance bonus for the size difference.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
that way.
circumstance. I didn't think
Don't
about
take
that.
this away from me, Archie.
She's tiny size. She's shrinking 8 or 12. I think she's shrinking 12 actually.
I forgot about it being a circumstance bonus that it allowed. That makes sense. Okay.
RC's
awesome.
natural urge to kill mine and Rachel's buzz kicked in right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry. That's
GM instincts took
too
over.
natural.
I got you.
No, just for these two in particular.
Hey, Brandon's way worse than I am at that.
Just
But
because you're
Bo
right
Mouse,
doesn't mean I appreciate it.
As you sneak through the barricade.
Excuse me as I just take a screenshot of the fact that I rolled that to show people later.
Oh, good.
That's
So what happens?
But Bo Mouse, as you're sneaking through the barricade, you do see inside. This looks like it's the mess area. There's a lot of cafeteria tables that have been pushed up against the door, chairs, all around the central dining space. There are several bedrolls and sleeping bags that have been set up. It looks like there's 20 to 30 kids here and 3 very tired-looking camp counselors. Everybody is wearing a Mad Science Camp t-shirt and jeans. Some of them have jackets on, but they're all sort of huddled up away from the windows and keeping an eye on the door to the best of their ability. Everybody looks nervous, scared, and put upon.
I want to just try and listen to see if they talk about what's happening.
As you listen, one of the camp counselors does come out of the kitchen, and it looks like he has an acoustic guitar, and he goes to sit down and tries to lead the group in a feel better about the situation song.
Today is gonna anyway.
Does he maybe sing a song about what the situation is so I can learn something from it, or is he just singing?
You can give me a hero point, and he'll be the worst counselor ever.
There's a monster here and just attacking that campsite. Mm-hmm.
If this guy plays Wonderwall,
I think I'm gonna. We've got a lot more love to save. I'm gonna save my. I have 2 hero points.
You have 3 hero
right?
points right now.
I have 3.
Yeah, I think everybody has
How did
3
I get-
right now, except for RC, who has 2.
I don't know how I ended up with 3, but I'll take it.
Carefully.
Brandon. Shut up.
Okay.
I like to see if I can just can I try and do investigation around here, see if I can just see what's going on, see if I can find any clues to why they're all huddled in here.
Give me an investigation check.
I investigate less than I stealth.
That's fair.
With a 15, as you're sort of scampering around, keeping out of sight and eavesdropping to the best of your ability, you hear some of the kids are sort of quietly sitting away from the guitar, and they're like, "Oh my god, do you think it's going to come back? I don't think it comes out during the day. I think it only comes out at night, but it took Charlie, and is Charlie okay? What's going to happen? And if he plays that guitar again, I swear to God, I'm going to break it over his head."
The way they're talking, do I think Charlie is an adult or Charlie is another child?
He seems like a peer.
A peer. Okay. I would like to scamper my way out back through the hole and tell the rest of these guys what I just learned.
Wait. Okay.
You
She has a comm link. You have a comm link.
Oh,
You
I
could've
do have a
just told
comm
us.
link. I totally forgot. I just like, hey guys, I learned some stuff. I like scamper to a corner so they don't hear a mouse talking. And I go, they seem to be talking about the monster. They said it only comes out at night, and it took someone named Charlie. I'm gonna guess Charlie is maybe one of the people we need to save for this whole love thing. And then, is there one person in particular that seems really concerned about Charlie?
Give me a perception or an insight check. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, does the counselor seem worried about losing his job?
I don't care about that. If Charlie's one of the kids, the counselor should not be part of this equation.
Well, I don't
for
like
expertise,
math.
job security.
Are you happy with the 10, Rachel, or do you want to reroll with a hero point?
I've got 3. I'm gonna reroll and insight again, right?
Yes. Yep.
Well,
Ouch.
But since it is a 4 on the dice, you do get to add 10 to it for the reroll, so that is a total of a 20.
okay.
Because it's a roll of 10 or lower.
For the people like watching us, I rolled a 10 again.
Yes.
So,
Literally rolled the exact same thing.
it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, but it becomes a 20 because hero points are awesome and they don't suck to use.
Yay!
Just a little flex on D&D. Don't tell him I was here.
Got him.
Screw you, Gygax.
Of all of the things that I could be upset with D&D about right now, that's
that's
pretty
the
low
one.
on the totem
Yeah.
pole, but
Mhm.
it's whatever. I'm not.
No, tell
Okay.
Gygax. I wanted him to know it was me.
But with a 20, you do get the sense that one of the little girls is sort of away from everybody else, and she seems particularly concerned about Charlie, but everybody else is giving her a wide berth. Even the counselors are sort of cold to her.
I kind of like try and keep my eye on that girl. Try to see what she's up to. And then I'm going to call them and be like, "Hey, here's the situation. There seems to be a monster. They say it only comes out at night. What does the girl look like so I can give them a description? Obviously, I don't know her name.
Right. She's got dark skin, sort of natural curly hair, and she has glasses on, and she's sitting at a table by herself. And it looks like she's tinkering with some kind of box. She's got a screwdriver in one hand, and the box is sparking and lighting up every now and then.
Oh god, it's the lament configuration.
There's the monster seems to have taken someone named Charlie. This one little girl seems super concerned about Charlie. Like, everyone's concerned, but she seems particularly concerned, which makes me think maybe she's the one we need for this thing. She's got, like, kind of darker skin, dark curly hair. Actually, the darker, whatever you have that's not fur. And then the curly, the thing that's like fur that comes out of your head.
Bones.
Not bones.
These are my deadlocks.
I'm so upset I didn't make that joke first.
If I could nominate the GM for a hero point at this
Can
point.
we get a GM point, please?
No, those get used against us.
Yeah, I was about to say,
No,
if I
don't
could,
want
but we don't want it.
Ah, gee whiz.
Yeah.
Okay,
At
so
least it's not like,
something
bob wire.
that comes out
Should
at night.
we? Yeah, something that only comes out at night. Should we try and regroup and see if maybe we can find this thing while it's sleeping? Maybe find Charlie.
That's a good plan.
Did she relate to us that she's working on a box?
No, I haven't. I said I'll say she's tinkering with something. It's small, like a small box. I don't know what it is though.
We're a group of superheroes. We should talk to one.
Not the worst
What?
idea. The Freedom League's pretty well known. If Bowman
And
walks in
I'm
and
great
says, "Hey,
with kids.
yeah,"
Talk to the kid. The way you all reacted to me as a talking mouse, I'm going to say that maybe I'm not the one who should be talking.
I've got away with the youth.
I don't believe that for a second.
Archer is 100% a
Is he
dare
really?
representative.
I do actually have
Don't do
a
drugs
decent
or
persuasion.
else.
I do actually have decent persuasion, so maybe I am good with kids. I don't know.
I have really high
Turns chair around.
deception. Maybe.
So you found yourself in a mad science camp.
I have really high deception. Maybe I can convince him I'm not a skeleton.
That
We can try to find a
feels.
I don't think
door to unlock.
Well,
I don't think
you
I don't think a
the,
nat 20 would get you out from that DC, Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm
I'd
just
like to roll-
Swedish.
Is there anybody that can tell us whether or not there's like a radar system that's in the plane that we can maybe a surveillance system that the plane has to find some sort of like if we flew the plane over the top of the area, could we heat signature or something like that? I mean, I'm thinking electronically.
Echolocation.
It doesn't have heat signature. The one I'm looking at is dark vision, direction sense, radar, time sense. So there's a digital clock in it.
Is there any way the rest of you who she would not try and step on if they talked
Probably Bowman or Archer.
can get in here?
Yeah,
I
the
can
plane,
unlock the door.
The plane does have radar, but it doesn't have it. That's a little
Gotcha.
hard to.
It's more for like other vehicles in the air. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Can we
Okay.
find a door that looks like it's just a door that can be unlocked versus like super fortification?
For a
Or
hero
portal.
point, I will say that there is a back door that they have forgotten to barricade.
Yeah.
It's in the
Spin
kitchen.
that.
I'm going to stay with the plane and guard the area.
Excellent.
All right.
how persuasive is everyone? I guess is the like.
I'm a skeleton.
I'm
what do you think?
intimidating.
I think I'm more of a liar than I am persuasive. Oh,
Yeah, I've got a
I-
3 for persuasion.
I'm very deceptive.
I have an 8 for.
I've got
Is the mouse actually the most like persuasive?
Yeah, you're adorable. I'm dead.
So Bowman could just wave and be like, "Hey, superheroes here." Allow the mouse to explain.
Yes. Okay. Great.
Tag team it.
Get in here.
Has
All right.
this back door been pointed out to me?
Yep, I'll take you to it.
Wonderful. I will.
I assume you say you're going to this back door, and I go
Yeah.
go to the back door to meet you.
Yeah, I use my skelly finger to unlock the mechanism, throw open a door. Do not be alarmed. I am a skeleton.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
Biblically accurate Bone Man.
You throw open the door and announce that you're a skeleton.
Yeah. Don't be
Good.
afraid. I'm a skeleton.
Yeah, I said not to be scared though, so. That should
I'm
do
going to
it.
give Bone Man a hero point for the I'm a skeleton complication. All of the kids and the camp counselors, except for the little girl working on the box, turn and see Bone Man open the back door. Everybody shrieks and runs to try to tear down the barricade as quickly as they can.
Wait, guys,
I
no.
literally just
Okay,
said, do not be afraid. I'm a
Okay, the mouse from fucking nothing. I get sorry from nowhere tries to go like I promise he's a friend.
Everyone, it's fine. I am here.
I promise he's a friend, and I've tried to roll persuasion to like.
Oh my god, that's a talking mouse! Run!
You can intimidate them into calming down. That'll go over well.
Wait, hang on. It's
Archer.
fine. One of us is a humanoid bow.
That's not gonna. Not sure it'll help.
All right, I say I am about to walk in, I think, and turn a chair backwards and say, "Hey, kids, let's calm down here.
Let's do it.
Let's wrap."
Let's do
Let's
this.
wrap a little, guys.
All right.
Okay, we need to talk to the little girl. I don't know what else to do.
The little girl who's working on the box is the only one who's not panicking about the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Archer just walks in. Freedom League business. Everyone remain calm. And I defer to Bowmouse.
Okay. We are here to help. We believe there's a monster in the area, and he may have taken one of the children, I think.
If any of you point at me, I'll punch you.
He's not gonna punch you, kids.
Not the skeleton we brought with us is not a monster. I guess I don't know. Do you consider yourself a monster? I don't know, but he's not hurting you, so he is not.
I give money to charity.
Okay, good job.
None of us are your enemy.
The kids that are not the girl working on the box are all pressed up against the barricade. They're not sure about this, but they're not actively scraping to get out of the room.
Okay.
One of the counselors, the one with the guitar, this guy with a name tag that says Chet on it. Very loose, scraggly, attempt at a beard, long blonde hair, tie-dye shirt.
We are here to try and fight the monster. So if you know where monster is, we could go try and fight him. Get the person, because I'm trying to not say like I've been listening to your conversation. Who is missing?
Hey, it's super cool that you guys are all here. I'm Chet, and I'm a rising sign Leo, right? Like,
not at all what I asked.
I'm a skeleton.
Who is missing? That is what I asked.
Yeah. I want to introduce myself because, like, you're a talking mouse, bro.
I am. Apparently, that's weird here. We're delightful. You should try and talk to more of us.
I'll keep that in mind next time I'm altered my mental state. And he kind of looks at the kids behind him.
Ah, they have
All right.
hallucinogenic funguses in this time too, huh?
You should not be doing that while watching children. Who is missing?
Oh, it's okay. The kids watch themselves mostly.
All right, Chet, I need you to
Really
put my
not.
hand on Chet's
Seeing how that
shoulder, and I
goes.
say, all right, buddy, I need you to dig deep.
I just turn to one of the kids and go, "Who's missing?"
And the little girl with the box looks up. She doesn't look up from her work, but she does speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's missing. My lab partner. He was taken by the monster. You're not going to get anything from that moron. Veronica, that's a little harsh. Remember to use your inside thoughts when you need to use your inside thoughts.
I would like to sit down next to the child and try to comfort her.
Don't. I go.
I'm for that.
So,
Like, yeah, go, Bone.
I just go to Veronica and I'm like, Veronica, do you know where the monster is? We want to try and save Charlie.
I'm trying to build a scanner to detect where the monster is, and I can't believe the Freedom League sent the bow people to solve this problem.
I love this kid.
Look,
We were
What are
actually
you missing for the device?
We were actually sent by a god, you brat.
We're on a mission from God.
We don't need to get into any of that. We're here to help. How could we help you with the scanner?
Do you know anything about spatial technology?
I'm gonna assume no for Bobos.
You make a technology check if you have technology as a skill.
Technology has to be
trained. Oh yeah,
trained, right?
Yep.
Not me then.
So
I can tinker with it potentially.
okay, I don't for technology. I literally have a -2, so I'm gonna assume no, because I can't do technology.
No.
Yeah.
I could give it a try, but also we've got the plane that's got Freedom League tech. If you can, that'll help you.
I also rolled a 22 on persuasion earlier.
She looks at Bowman and Archer.
I am also going to roll persuasion and feel like I'm trying to like work with us. Hey.
She's like, if I can have access,
we're here to help.
If I can have access to your equipment, I'll probably be able to get this done more quickly.
Absolutely. And I go, let's go through the door, and we can give you some stuff to like work with.
Let's go through the door that you came through, so these morons don't feel like they've wasted their time with the barricade.
Why didn't they barricade that door?
Because they're morons.
That's.
That is the one-eyed man leading the blind. That is the issue.
I say, look, I know I should probably tell you to be nicer, but you're not wrong.
Boneheads.
What else do you know about this monster, Veronica?
I would rather disclose that information in the privacy of your jet.
Wonderful, then let us go.
I'm assuming we go to the jet now.
Yeah. I'll on the comms let Manbo know we're on our way so he doesn't
freak out and kill somebody.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
You've got a little human with you. Blam! Is that Marvin?
Was not.
Oh, giant hairless
Copy
man.
that.
I leave Chet with some stern words about drug use.
So I open the back of the jet up and step out.
I'm imagining because of when you're from, you're like, this is your drug, you crush an egg. This is your drug, like this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Drugs.
We did come through the kitchen, so
Yeah.
and that is total 90s dare. So
Yeah.
I mean, Archer's like all over it.
Thanks,
Right.
I hate it.
yeah.
Chet's like, I'll keep that in mind, bro. Thanks.
This is your game on Buzz. Any questions?
And the little girl will lead the way to the plane because that's how she is.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's walking, she's still tinkering with the box in her hands.
So what made you think you could make a scanner to find this thing? You ever done something like that before?
Yes, of course. You have.
No, that's not where my specialty lies.
Right. Your specialty lies in throwing sticks far away.
Hey, end investigation, interrogation,
I'm very.
irrigation on
I
occasion.
say from
Stealth.
who I'm assuming I'm on someone's shoulder now. I'm very stealthy.
I didn't even know you were there.
I was in there for a long time before you
I
noticed.
didn't even know you were
I
there.
didn't even know you were on my shoulder. So yeah. Well said.
I think that's hilarious.
Look, I sent a secret message to Daedalus to come out here and help us with this situation, but I guess he didn't receive it.
Daedalus?
Or the immortal loser has plans on Valentine's Day.
He gets real sad on this day. Don't tell anyone I told you that, but mostly just moping around.
It's reasonable.
Coming from me.
90% of you are orphans.
Wow, she's a heartbreak. You know what? Somebody shoot her with an arrow.
I like also like because Bowman's secret identity isn't known, so
Yes,
kid's
I too am.
Also,
orphan.
Bowman's not an orphan.
Yeah, right.
oh okay, I thought Bowman wasn't orphan.
This kid's really
I,
ridding us.
No, I feel like actually is the mouse an orphan? I have no idea.
It's up to you. I think logistically it's probably impossible for a mouse to be an orphan. Or to not have a
say
family. I think there's...
And that TikTok sound where they go, I know all of you like don't have dads. You go, I love my dad. But small and squeaky.
So
we get back to the plane.
I thought it was a secretive nymph, but that's okay.
You guys make it back to the plane. She says, my name's Veronica, by the way. That's what we thought to ask.
Hey, shut up.
They said your name, and I've been calling you it.
Oh,
I'm Bone Man.
of course you are.
that's what I said.
I'm good. This is my last name, not my. I'm Bo Mouse.
We
We all kind of have names like that. How do we all have names like that?
I'm a skeleton.
I'm an
I
archer.
know.
Somehow no one had used that as a
Multiversal.
secret identity.
Constant, I think that a bow person will exist.
You were like the only one without Bo in your name. Basically, like
Anymore.
I so we got to the plane.
Yeah. And
Okay.
She sees Manbo, and she's like, interesting. Are you a construct of the Terminus?
Yes.
I hadn't considered that in my calculations.
How
What
are you familiar with the concept of the terminus?
The Terminus invaded Earth once. Everybody should be aware
Yes,
of the Terminus.
Yes, we did.
No one just name drops it.
Well, yeah,
Right,
but
it
the
just
Terminus
surprised
came
me.
and killed the last good superhero.
Hey now.
Who was that?
Hey.
The Centurion.
All right. Now that we're away,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
now that we're away from the others, what were you gonna say about this beast?
It's not a beast. It is a reanimated corpse.
Oh,
I've never heard of such a
Cool.
thing.
And I look at her up and down. Who reanimated it?
Charlie and I reanimated it.
Okay, cool. We got a fun Frankenstein thing going on.
Reanimating the dead is never the answer, Veronica.
It prefers to call itself the Cauldron Lake Slasher.
Cauldron Lakes.
Is that
So
what it
it's
was
Jason.
before you resurrected it or after?
I mean, causality is not always the same as correlation.
Now I'm trying to think of an animal pun version of Frankenstein. That's
Frankenslime. It's a snail.
Thank you.
You.
Adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Frankenstag, like a deer.
Hmm.
That's the best I can come up with.
We got to remember, Frankenstein was the doctor. Is the monster that was.
True.
Yes,
Yes,
Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster.
Yes,
Yes.
Frankenstein's marmoset.
I've read Frankenstein. I know which one is actually Frankenstein.
Yeah, it was written by Mary Shelley, and she is a snail.
Zelda's actually the princess.
Oh, there we go.
Frankenstein was actually the kid getting drowned.
Snape actually sucks.
True.
That's already known.
He's dropping
Meanwhile, back
the
at the grave
hottest.
plot.
Making the grave plot.
But anywho,
Okay, I go have at it to the plane. About the plane.
yeah, here you go. I'll set you up in the little.
No, this
Back
is a
area.
super genius kid at a mad science camp. I'm not leaving this kid alone on the plane.
I'm not leaving her alone. I just said have at it.
Yeah, she'll go in and she starts stripping like consoles and things and taking wires and things out of stuff.
No, we need that copper.
Stealing the copper wiring.
I say, so does it actually only come out at
She
night?
steals your catalytic converter.
Ah.
It never sleeps. It's the tireless agent of vengeance, eager to destroy all of the camp counselors.
Aren't we all?
Whose corpse did you reanimate?
The Cauldron Lake Slasher. That's what it was known as before it became a
Why
zombie.
the hell would you
Oh.
reanimate something called the Cauldron Lake Slasher?
We didn't know that's who it was when we were reanimating it. And we really wanted to win the science
You
fair.
should have read his name tag.
How did you come across the corpse? Did they supply this at the camp?
They do supply cadavers, but not the cadaver that we used.
I get mine at the store.
So you're saying that the camp counselors are the ones that it wants to go after.
Yes, indeed.
So why don't we use them as bait?
I'm
I
not
like the way
I
your
don't like
construct
that.
thinks.
I don't.
We should send the bard.
Look, nothing's going to happen to them. I'm going to be here to protect them.
Look, I owe
Almost hate
Charlie.
it, but we could dress up as counselors.
See, that's where the deceptive comes in.
Does
I like your thinking.
I say, does he actually know who the counselors are, or just like what they look like?
He just knows what the uniform looks like because they haven't updated the uniform in 40 years.
I have a.
So we get some uniforms and we sit
Did
around
you
the
animate a
campfire.
corpse that was 40 years old?
Yes, we found its lair. And we wanted to see if it was possible.
All right. Bowman, you can play dress up if you want. Put me in a tree. Give me a good sight line, and I'll take care of this thing.
I'm just saying, I have a 14 in deception, and I'm totally down for this to become an episode of Billy and Mandy.
Am I Mandy?
Well, I mean, I'm.
I think Veronica's
Obvious
probably
Billy.
Mandy.
Yeah.
Well, she said that it had a lair. So wouldn't it go back to its lair?
I believe that that's where it
Probably.
took Charlie.
Okay.
So why did we just go there?
I've been trying to construct a device to allow us to return to that location.
Oh, you don't remember where it is?
It exists in a liminal space between realities.
How old are you?
Oh,
I'm 9.
You've got an IQ of like 1,000.
9.
Your parents gave you like unfettered access to YouTube at some point, didn't they?
Everyone's parents do.
What's a YouTube?
That
you're going to be scary when you get older, aren't you? I mean, you're already kind
Archer
of
looks up and goes, "I don't really know."
She says I would be the
Well, I
greatest
say-
scientific mind that this planet has ever seen.
For good or evil.
Interesting.
Science doesn't
TBD.
believe in morality.
See, I love this.
That's the kind of
sounds
answer you
a
like to
red
hear.
flag.
And I look at her and go, I was like, honestly, it should though, and I'm rolling a persuasion check.
And I look at Bone Man and
do
go,
the cartoon blinky blink eyes. You really should.
Yeah, and I rolled a 22.
Yes. And Veronica's unfazed. She's got to make a saving throw. She's got to make a saving throw versus her cartoon persuasion.
Let me roll an insight check.
I also look at Bone Man. I look at Bone Man and I go, "Can you see in color?"
I see a lot of flesh.
Darn.
She looks at you. You think that you got some kind of nugget into her armor, but she doesn't give you the satisfaction of letting you know that she thinks that.
I don't need the satisfaction. I just need to get in the child's head.
Yeah, it's how all the best propaganda works, isn't it?
To be fair, the mouse actually believes this.
It's true. It's not a deception check.
She believes everything
Yeah,
she says.
And Archer has some grungy beliefs about government propaganda.
Is there anything we could do to help with the thing?
She says, "Actually, you have small hands. Come over here."
I scurry my way over there.
And she sort of directs, "Put this wire here. Put this wire here."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give her a +2 bonus to her technology check to make the device.
Nice.
Hey, Veronica.
Yes.
Where's the PA system based out of here? It wasn't the building we were just in, right?
No, it's not based out of that building. PA system comes from the supervisor's cabin, and she points over. She points across the way to the collection of cabins. There's a smaller building that says supervisor.
I wish to look at it.
Yeah, how long do you think it'll take you guys to wrangle this together?
I probably need 15-20 minutes.
How far of a walk is this thing? Like roughly,
it's not that far.
Hey, Bone Man, you looking to get into some fun?
I want to open the door.
I'd like to try to usher Bone Man and work to jog over to that cabin.
Oh, I'm happy that you worded it like that because I finally get to point out the fact that my Skelly Man has super speed.
What?
Why?
That's amazing.
She rattles.
I'm aerodynamic, clearly.
You stripped away. You stripped away all the stuff that slows us down.
Yeah, I imagine that I sprint toward it the whole time.
I just look and I go, I didn't know he could do that.
Archer has to
Imagine that coming at you. That is terrifying.
Archer sees this and immediately just starts trying to sprint faster. Like he knows it's pointless, but he feels so shown up.
Oh, actually, well, I'm thinking about it. I asked Veronica. Also, how long has this song been playing?
It's been playing nonstop since last night when Charlie was taken.
I want to turn on Take On Me.
Did you happen to see a small person who maybe looked a little like a baby? What I think they called a baby? I don't know.
No, I didn't see anything like that.
A cherub.
Okay.
But we were fleeing from the Cauldron Lake slasher at the time.
Yes, this is fair. I understand.
I need to get Charlie back because it's my fault he's in this situation.
We'll get him back.
I feel like we're going to have to shoot this child at some point.
Really hoping it doesn't come down to that. Archer.
No, with the love arrow, RC.
Archer's like, again?
Oh yeah, love arrow, right.
I'm just saying it's definitely not out of the question for pick this guy up when he was on an assassination mission. Something tells me, collateral damage has happened. Anyway, I imagine that me and Bonesy get to the
right.
Yes.
I think she's the person we need to make sure stays alive. She cannot be collateral damage.
Oh no!
Anyways,
me and Bonesy get to the cabin with the PA system.
Yeah,
yes,
I
you do make
poke
it
my
over
finger into the funny hole and unlock it.
You put your finger in the funny hole and you unlock it. Poop. And sure enough, inside there is a tossed supervisor's office. Looks like there used to be a desk in here that's been flipped over, rummaged through. Several of the drawers have been scattered across the floor. There is a PA system that has a small cassette player hooked up to it, where it is broadcasting the music from, that is coming just nonstop over and over and over again. You do notice when it gets to the end of the song, it does rewind itself and start playing the song again.
Archer, look at the magic board. I'll look at the technology I understand. Paper.
What I would like to do is I would like to, if possible, unplug it from the aux, take the cassette out, stash the cassette because I'm collecting this guy's foreigners.
Dang it.
And smash the cassette player.
Awesome. Yeah, you could take the cassette out, you could smash the player, that's no trouble at all.
Now, okay. I would like to roll an investigation to see what I can see with my skelly eyes.
Give me an investigation check.
All right, so... Oh, if I hit the right button, huh? Oh, fantastic. Okay, perfect. That's a nat 1 on the die.
I told you don't have eyes.
So that's a 9 altogether. I'm just going to go ahead and use the silly little hero point here.
Good choice.
19.
Bam. And bam. Okay, that's much better. So that's going to be a 20 altogether, I believe.
Well, you rolled a 10, so you get to add 10 to it as well.
Yeah, that's
the hero point.
Oh, yeah, and I got to add the thing, so that's...
And then your investigation modifier, whatever that is.
Oh, wowie kazowie. That's a 28 altogether.
Good deal. So, Bone Man, as you're going through...
Much better than a nat 1.
Yeah.
Much better than a nat 1. Bone Man, as you're going through the scattered papers and stuff, you do see that there are liability forms filled out by parents. It looks like there are several assessment documents that have been taken. People taking notes about the different kids and their abilities, their qualifications. Veronica appears to be the least popular and the most proficient child at the camp. You do find the name of a resident of the camp named Charlie Copeland, who seems to score in the lower percentile intelligence-wise. But he has been partnered up with Veronica throughout the entire time that they've been here at camp. In the notes from the different counselors, they say that Charlie's the only person that Veronica isn't mean to. And they seem to have a very good working relationship where he does a lot of the heavy lifting for her and she does all the science stuff. You also find a lockbox in one of the back drawers that has the Elysium Academy logos monogrammed on it. And then you've got your magic finger, so you unlock it easily enough. And it looks like they have forwarded the names of some of the children here they've sequestered them away as a special interest to the Elysium Academy, including Veronica and Charlie.
Okay.
And you also see that there is an envelope that says foreigner tickets. That appears to have been rifled through.
Is that all that's in the envelope?
Yes. Yep. The envelope's empty, but it has foreigner tickets written on the outside of it.
Okay. I'm aware that the magical bard person playing is foreigner, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
I proceed to take the Elysium box, the envelope, and the little pieces of paper with both Veronica and Charlie on them. Walk up to Archer. This is the magic band man, and this is a box. We should make these two smooch. And I proceed to hand
away
them
with
over.
words.
Smooch.
I think that is what we're supposed to do. Which one do we think we have? Which child do you think we have to hit with an arrow?
Hopefully not the dead one. Wait a minute, you're not here.
I think if they're together and you hit one of them with it, it kind of is combined. I don't know.
Is that how it works?
If you aim right,
You got to get a really good. You got to get a really good clean shot straight through.
Well, see, I think Charlie already loves her, so Veronica feels
That's
for
who I
him,
feel
but
like
she
we would need to hit.
She needs the push,
Yeah.
not Charlie.
Look, I just want to shoot a child.
It's not an Alex Thomas adventure until we've shot a child.
Well, I want to shoot the interdimensional slasher person back into oblivion. So
anyways, I started blasting.
So we take these things back to the plane.
All right.
I walk up to
don't
Veronica.
let Veronica know that she's being profiled. She probably already knows.
Oh, the first thing I'm gonna do is walk on. I found your report card.
Also,
and
who's
what dribble have those
can't be
counselors written about us?
chat.
You got an A in language arts.
I just look and go, congrats. Just like,
She says, I don't care what that buffoon says about me.
Smart.
She needs a little help with home ec, though.
Yeah. Also, I kind of casually lean back and nudge Bowman and go, at least an interest. Very casually, very softly.
Which Bowman would understand the ramifications of that.
mhm.
Yeah, let me take a look at those.
Well, I'm dead set to make sure that this girl does not find harm because I like her.
Seems like a cool kid.
How are we doing unbox that she's working on?
She puts a couple of different things into place and she powers it on, and it makes a beeping noise as it comes on, and it begins to light up in a bunch of different colors.
Yay!
She says, okay, I've activated the navigational beacon. I can find our way into the Cauldron Lake Slasher's lair if you feel up to dispatching it.
I want to stab
Definitely.
him.
Yes, let's go. Although you're a small child, I mean, small compared to them. I assume you were a small one of them, so I assume you were small.
Yes.
She looks down at you.
Perhaps we should not put you into danger.
Don't worry, she's been looking down on all of us this whole time.
Yeah.
I was
says-
in danger frequently as a child, and I turned out fine.
You're dead.
Oh, dead.
So will you be one day, jerk.
Hopefully I will stay dead and not be this.
Well, actually, I can't die.
That's what
Oh?
I thought.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Anyways, should we maybe not harm the child? And I point at Veronica.
She says, it's my fault that Charlie's in trouble. I have a responsibility as a scientist to assist him in his rescue.
Well, that's good enough
there
for
a way-
me. Come on, child.
Is there a way that I can put her in a compartment inside me if I open up my bow?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that the child is not gonna be okay with climbing inside of you.
All else fails, just fire the child away with your giant ballista.
You know what?
If
Hang on.
any-
Maybe if we convince the kid that you're a Gundam.
If any child would be willing to, it would be Veronica.
For science.
Manbo, if you spend a hero point, I'll say you have a compartment large enough for a toddler on your back.
Oh my god, this is
Sounds good. There's
For
a
a
hero
she's
point.
not a toddler,
A
though.
9-year-old, sorry. A
You
9-year-old.
squish her enough.
She's a 9-year-old.
It's all the
It said it was gonna
same,
be
right?
comfortable.
Get in the robot, Shinji.
Everybody's
All
a
I hear
toddler
is the
until they're 24,
Transformer
right?
I believe that's how it works.
All right, so I'm going to if I'm going to spend a hero point, I'm going to exit the plane, and I erect my massive bow, giving her room to nestle herself protectively in my composite body.
Excellent. And she'll climb up in there, and she will very happily lead the way.
Okay,
this is way
Okay,
better than
let's
my,
do it.
let's go.
Just don't touch the insides.
This is way better than my idea. I was just gonna have her climb into my ribs.
Oh God.
You would be the mech suit.
I thought of
I
that,
love it.
but I wanted to spend a hero.
I thought we'd just take a box pattern and put her in the center.
That was, yeah.
That would
Get a
have been the smart
cardboard
thing
box
to do.
over her.
Look,
Solid.
we want to spend these hero
Snake.
points.
All right. Well,
Shay, she's pretty safe. I got it from Grogu, so.
Yeah,
Right.
but putting her inside of the Gundam seemed like a good idea, actually.
I'm about it.
Okay, so where is the thing telling us to go?
the little beeping box is beeping, and she tells you to head off towards the southwest, in the direction of the lake. which it's February in New Hampshire, so I'm assuming the lake is probably frozen.
Frozen.
Frozen, yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I'm not walking out there.
I want to do a figure 8.
Yeah, I don't think ice skating frozen, but probably very cold.
Mr. Bones would be.
I don't know. Bonesy could probably run across it.
I can.
He's fast too.
He runs like Grievous.
Wait. Is he so fast? Can he walk on water?
I can float.
I don't know. Yes.
I don't think he's that fast.
Bones don't float.
All of us can walk on frozen water. I think it's thick enough.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't think Mambo.
You're right.
I feel like.
How far? Wait, I got to know how far across the lake is to the lair.
I'm just gonna go around. It seems like
she says it's going in the direction of the lair, but then she directs you off. She directs you.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Take a side route. You don't have to go across the lake to get there. Sorry.
All right, comms
That was
on.
a rabbit hole. I didn't.
Okay, genuine question. Who has love arrows right now?
Didn't we decide that Bowman had them?
Okay, cool.
I thought it was everyone but Manbo has one.
Yeah, I thought it was everybody but
Yeah,
Manbo
we passed him out.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a love arrow. Ah.
So, I
keep it by my spine.
While she is a little away from us, I kind of still go back to them. I'll be like, okay, so who's gonna shoot her?
As a rule, since we have comms, call it before you fire, so we don't waste all 4 arrows on one child.
I'll do it. She got sassy with me.
She got sassy.
I hate to say it, but he's got the bone to pick with this one.
Oh.
All right. Archer runs ahead to try to scout ahead a little bit.
Seeing that Archer is running, I instinctively want to run too.
Oh, he's like a shadow made of bones.
Whose shoulder am I on?
Bowman.
Okay.
De facto.
I wish
I've been hopping on everyone's shoulder.
Hey, I got a 9-year-old with a box.
Yeah, if you got on Manbo's shoulder, you become encumbered.
Not over cucumber.
Actually, I would say Bowmouth should go with Archer in case she needs to scout ahead even further, but quietly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get on Archer's shoulder.
You can crawl into my eye socket.
Ooh,
Absolutely not.
Like that.
Not
Love
my
it,
eyesight.
actually.
Because maybe I would be. Would that block your eyesight? Genuine question that I need to know.
No, that would give me 40/20 vision on account of the extra eye in there now.
I'm sorry, do my eyes become part of you? I'm absolutely not getting in your eye
Integrate
socket.
into the bone.
My methods.
All right.
There's just a probing ocular nerve in there that grabs whatever goes into the socket. It's horrible. Horrible.
That's fantastic.
Oh man, it's like the things in Half-Life that come down from the steel.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the Borg do that exactly. So absolutely not.
Also that, yeah. All right, so yeah, we scout ahead. Do we find anything of note?
As you're scouting ahead, you do start to come to a run-down part of the camp that looks like it's been abandoned for the last 50 years. There are several derelict cabins, smashed boats, various things. It looks like something did come through here recently that caused a lot of damage. A lot of the trees have been broken apart. It looks like some of the cabins have been smashed.
Shit.
Give me an investigation check. Anybody who's keeping an eye out.
All right.
It's not a cocaine
Mr.
bear.
Magoo?
I am too distracted by the disturbance of getting into an eye socket.
A horrible place to live.
I'm hanging back, so I'm gonna just let everyone else do that.
I got a 26,
Okay.
boss.
26 is pretty good.
16.
Good job. I got a 9.
Thank you.
So Bone Man with a 26. Bone Man is the world's greatest detective. As you're
I never
keeping an eye
have to
out,
blink.
that is a perk. Bone Man, looking around, the tracks of whatever came through here feel very disjointed and strange. You see what looks like several dozen footprints. You see some handprints feeling around in the snow and in the disturbed ground. And it looks like it all heads in the direction that you guys are going towards. It looks like it goes down the hill a little bit of ways and comes into a large central cabin area.
Everyone, look! The monster's drunk, and I think he passed out over there.
And it does look like there's this dark, foreboding cabin that has not been destroyed. It looks like the front door has been broken off. You can feel the stillness in this area.
I sprint right toward it.
I bow and I knock an arrow.
You know, everyone else is gonna have a bow here. I'm gonna whip out my rapier.
Nice. Skeletal swashbuckler. Here he comes.
Avast ye, scurvy dogs.
So Boneman's leading the way. Is anybody else getting ready?
Oh yeah.
I'm
I said that I
assuming
took
I'm
my
taking
bow
out
out.
my little tiny arrows that are not a love arrow.
Excellent.
I
ready
confer with Veronica on we're going in the right area.
She says quietly, yes, but be quiet. It's probably here.
Meanwhile, I'm just
I was gonna say, do you want to make a stealth check, Boneman? But it doesn't sound like you want to make a stealth check.
You know what? For shits and teehees, yeah, let's roll it.
Disadvantage for rattling.
Disadvantage for bones. It's gonna be a 26 altogether. 12 plus 14. I'm a very stealthy skeleton.
That's pretty good.
Spooky, stealthy skeleton.
I referenced that earlier too.
Love it.
Well, yeah, but he sang it.
I thought we were discouraged from singing things that could get copyright
It
strikes.
reminds me of Grimm from the cartoon.
I like to commit many crimes.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how the algorithm decides to flag things.
I don't either. It scares me.
You got me, mouse.
It does not seem to hear you. As you scuttle up onto the porch, you can see that the door here has, as mentioned, been shattered open.
Scuttle is the perfect word for it.
It's my job. But looking back into the cabin area from the doorway, it is dark in there. You can see what looks like the steamed breath of several dozen people, maybe. And there is a young boy nestled in the corner of the room. He's wearing a Mad Scientist camp t-shirt. He's wearing jeans.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a little battered, a little worse for wear, but he doesn't seem to be aware of your presence.
I mean, I'm probably about to completely blow my stealth here, but screw it.
Don't be alarmed. I'm a skeleton.
And when you say that, the respiration flares up all throughout the cabin as several dozen mouths open and shriek all at once.
Oh, I'm an alarmed skeleton.
And there's this massive crunching and squelching of flesh and bone as something begins to assimilate and come together in the middle of the cabin space. It rises up, and you see it looks upon you with 5 or 6 faces on one head, looking down at you with stitched together body parts of all description. It's got one arm that appears to be made out of 4 or 5 torsos with hands on the end of them. Just very gross and horrible, and it looks like it wants to murder you.
What in the John Carpenter?
I saw just. It's Akira.
Is the child part of this meat homunculus?
It is dragged into the center of it, and you can see his very surprised and terrified face in the heart of this thing.
Sounds like this.
So I need everybody to roll for initiative.
All right, we got a battle.
So does the child seem to be like completely part of this? Like he has been incorporated?
Not in a dead way, in a I've been pulled in alive against my will sort of way.
Oh, they're both
Okay.
in Gundams. I like it.
Go well.
Sorry, where's incentive on the sheet?
Initiative is near the top.
Or
Right under abilities.
incentive is something I have to do for work. Sorry.
What's my incentive to roll this?
I rolled a
Make it worth my
6.
while.
We give people
right.
incentive gifts to get them to do what we want. So
Yeah. I was gonna say we got.
sorry, where
All right, we got a meat Gundam versus a.
there we go.
A Robo Gundam.
Meat Gundam versus Sailor Bones.
Wouldn't it be more? I guess technically it's a kaiju. Well, I guess it's not that big.
It's a it's a corpse golem. Yeah.
Oh, Brandon, write that
picture
down.
is wild.
No.
Absolutely not. Overruled.
I already have a villain that's a meat homunculus.
You
Oh yeah.
have horrified my characters on Mask of Mayhem too much already.
Yeah, RC has. I've got catching up to do.
Oh no.
No.
Boneman, you got a 6 altogether?
Yeah, I'm boned.
You're getting boned this time, buddy.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. I have like 17 hero points.
I think you have 3, but yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
compared to
2.
usual, that's like 17.
It's okay. Our living Batista's gonna just unload on this thing first round.
Okay, that's so much better.
Our Gundam is better than your Gundam.
We don't know
What's
yet.
that total?
Maybe.
My Gundam could beat up your Gundam.
You have a plus 14 to initiative, Boneman?
Oh, don't I add a plus 10 to that, or am I just re-rolling?
Only if it's 10 or lower. 11 and up.
Oh,
It's the same.
my apologies. Then I actually have a 16. My
No
B.
worries. No worries. All right, I think I have everybody in here. Our initiative order is going to be Bowman Prime, Bow Mouse, Man Bow, the Corpse Golem, Bone Man, and Archer.
What a lineup.
So, Bowman Prime, what would you like to do?
Running up and assessing the situation really quickly.
It's bad.
I don't want that thing moving towards us. He will get a snarrow out and try to wrap him up.
Inside the building?
If I were to jump in the meat homunculus, would I become a real boy again?
That was the true journey all along. Was to.
I don't want to solve that problem.
There's only one way to find out. Yeah, I'll
All right.
go
Well,
into
Alex, I'm gonna have
place.
chat already. So
Right.
I hate everything
what
about
are
that.
what are the roles for that?
Who knows?
What do I gotta
22
roll
is
for
definitely
my-
going to hit Bowman. And it's a DC 18 bullet arrow.
Yep.
Oh no, I rolled a 4 total, so the
No
Cauldron Lake
dodge.
Slasher will be immobile and defenseless.
Cool.
Good.
When Bone Man says he wants to be a real boy, the mouse turns and says, like Penguin Nokia?
I don't know what that means.
Penguin, no.
Penguin Nokia.
I got the pun in my head,
Pinocchio.
and I had to like put it together how it made sense, like to say.
Oh my god, it took me until this long to get it. I
But
cursed
okay.
you out, but this isn't one of our streams.
So Bowman, what does it look like as you fire off this arrow and tie up the corpse golem?
Please.
So yeah, he
Wait, you'd what, Brandon?
runs in immediately and just kind of takes a knee, grabs the snarrow out, the bola arrow, and shoots it at the mini legs, and then the little like metallic strings essentially all wrap around and just squeeze it.
Excellent. It is trapped in place. Immobile means that it is not able to move. Defenseless means that its active defenses are considered 0, and if you could take a routine action to hit it if you want, so you don't have to roll, you just take 10. Or if you choose to hit and you successfully hit, you are given a free critical hit against the creature.
Watch out for the kids, guys, but take them down.
All right. The bow mouse.
She's muted.
Sorry, I was chewing and I didn't want to annoy you. I want to hit with the magic arrow.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
25.
So 25 is going to count as a free critical hit against the creature, which will boost your DC up to DC 26.
Hey.
Nice.
And I
Nice.
roll a natural 1 and get a 17. So that will be a difference of 4. It'll be 1 hit for the corpse golem. What does that look like, Mouse?
I'm imagining I'm at whose shoulder am I on now? Archer's, I think.
Yes.
So I'm just from Archer's shoulder. I just like really quickly like take an arrow out and just go pew.
And it goes pew and hits the magic strikes into it, and you see sort of effervescent energy pass across the creature's body, and it lets out a moan with 1,000 voices that are not its own.
It goes into a ear canal.
What does the child look like?
Distressed. He's in the center of the chest. He's got sort of pale, freckled skin. He's got red hair, glasses, and he looks like he's trying to struggle to get out of the collection of like the massed flesh around him, but he's just not quite strong enough to free himself.
He's got the facial reaction of someone staring directly into the camera on The Office.
Oh, it's Marvin.
Kill him.
Anything else? Anything else, Bomas?
I think that's it for me.
Awesome. Manbo. I think Manbo might be on mute.
Is he frozen?
Oh, he is frozen.
Yeah.
Mambo, come back.
Just like
You
the
can blame
lady.
You can blame it
on
on
me.
RC.
He's boned. Get out of here, Troy. I'm gonna.
Too. Oh no, he's not. He's very still.
I'm going to come back to Manbo once he comes back, and the corpse golem is going to.
Oh, he gone now.
Come back.
You ran
he'll
away
come
with
back.
the kid to make sure they're safe.
That's fair. The corpse golem is going to let out a chorus of begging and pleading voices asking you to please save them and do everything you can to destroy this monster and set their souls free.
No, I just thought I'd leave you like that.
Disturbing.
And that plays as an unsettling presence area affliction. I need everybody who can hear and is not immune to sensory afflictions to please give me a dodge save.
I am assuming I'm not, right?
Yeah, you're susceptible to this.
Would I be susceptible to this as a skelly?
Do you have immunity to sensory afflictions?
That makes sense.
That would make sense. Let me check.
Oof.
And if you have evasion as an advantage, that would apply to this as well.
Okay. Then.
Oh, where in?
The advantages are on the left bottom column.
I do. I rolled, and it says evasion 1. Would that go in with my roll automatically?
It doesn't go in automatically, but you would get a +2 on top of what you rolled.
Okay, so I have. So since I rolled a 24, it should be a 26.
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
With evasion, mine's actually a
27.
15.
Okay, so the number everybody was looking for was a 21. If you got above a 21, I need a will save versus a DC 16. And if you rolled below a 21, I need a DC 21 will save.
Whoa.
I rolled
My
below.
indomitable will got a 28.
So I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay, so I rolled the will, and then do I add something to it? Is that what
Nope, it should, since you rolled the will save, it should add the bonus on the sheet.
Okay, cool.
It will ignore my spelling there.
That's okay. Altogether, hee.
I have no place to judge there.
Looks like everybody is unaffected by the unsettling presence. You all hear it; it washes over you, but you're all superheroes. You're fine. You're here to save the day. And then he can't get any closer, but he will try to make a strength check to break out of the boa arrow, the snarrow. I should have named it snarrow because I knew Claude was going to be here.
All
right.
Perfect.
And it's overcome by strength or escape.
Oh. Yeah, that's it.
It does break out, so it is not immobile or defenseless anymore. But that happens at the end of its turn, so it's still stuck in the cabin with the boy in it.
Yay.
And then it's Bone Man's turn.
Bone Man's turn. I want to stab it in
Okay.
the eye.
Haha. I asked the girl. I don't know how that really works, but I asked her how do we do things.
I have found that analog dismemberment is the best way to deal with it.
And all the things that got sucked into were like former victims.
Indeed.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're physical manifestations, like the actual physical flesh that was taken in, or if they're a spiritual, magical sort of thing.
Gotcha. But Charlie's in the center of this thing. Can we see him?
Oh yeah, his face is like out and he's screaming and hollering. But it's hard to hear him over the other voices that are yelling from the mouths.
Okay.
Does this look like that weird Doctor Who episode where someone's saved by being in like a slab of pavement?
I think so.
Oh, why did you have to remind me of that episode? I hate that episode.
Because because of the show, I'm actually reminded
I'm
me
more
of that episode.
just curious as to what is this creature from an actual book that already exists?
No,
an
this is
M&M book?
Alex Thomas
okay.
original. Nope. This is From My Heart to You.
Post the stats.
I wish to stay out of your heart.
So wait, is it Bone Man's
you
turn, or are
have
we
a
going
heart.
Manbo?
It was Bone Man's turn, but I will have Manbo come in since Manbo got skipped.
Yeah, it's a connection issue. Sorry.
It's okay.
Is she protected enough to where I can actually do physical attacks, or?
Yeah. She's in like your back cavity, so there's a whole front plate of armor. So as long as nothing sneaks up behind you.
Okay.
More so over you.
Let's see. Gosh darn it. I guess I'm gonna rush in and try to extract Charlie as gently as possible.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me an unarmed attack check to grab, basically.
Okay. I thought I had grab as a. No, I don't. Okay. Just 1 second. Pushing buttons.
That's all good. Awesome. 25 will definitely hit, and the creature would have been under the effects of the immobile and defenseless.
Okay.
At this point in the initiative. So you do grab, and then you're going to give me an opposed strength check to try to wrest the kid away from it.
Can I use athletics as with a 16, or would you just straight up strength?
You can make an opposed athletics checks if you'd like. I'll let you decide if you want to be strength or athletics, but the creature will also roll strength or athletics.
I'm going to go with athletics because I'm betting that it doesn't have a better athletics than I do.
Are you happy with an 18 before I roll?
I better use a hero point because this is kind of a crucial moment in the ordeal. I really want to make sure that her friend is safe. So
we can let loose.
Do I roll again, or?
Yeah, if you want to use a hero point, you would go ahead and re-roll, and then if you get a 1 to 10, you get to add 10 to it. If you get an 11 or above, it's the same result. But you rolled a 2 on the dice, so I think you're guaranteed to do better no matter what you roll.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Since that's a 9 on the dice, it becomes a 35.
Okay.
You have a decent chance of succeeding at this. Yeah, you grab the kid.
Okay.
What happens, Manbo, as you rescue Charlie from the swirling mass of chest flesh?
Well, I rush in with my mobile appendages in the front and reach down on either side of basically and kind of carve him out like a piece of cake out of this fleshy body. And then go ahead.
I was gonna say, probably sounds like
Yeah, right.
Oh no!
With the suction sound, you know.
Ooh, Charlie got slurped. That's not good.
And then
Once he's
gather him up generously in my arms, and then roll backwards out with a athletic flair of like a judo roll.
Excellent.
And then using my bow to kind of catapult me further away.
Awesome. And you have a red-headed traumatized child in your arms.
You know, I can't stuff him in the back, so I'm just going to run away.
Fair. Bone Man.
I wish to stab the giant gaping chasm.
Good choice.
So it's a 16 on the die. Plus, oh wow, that's a 28 altogether.
That's high. Do you have multi-attack on your rapier?
I do not. Not that I'm seeing.
Okay. What's your DC for the rapier?
Yeah, 21, boss.
21. I have 1 bruise, so I've added that in. It'll subtract automatically. Nothing seems to happen as you stab into it over and over and over again with your rapier. It looks like the wounds heal themselves as you are tearing into it. What happens, Mr. Bone Man?
This is what I get for not using a bow.
I mean, I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm going to stand ready to stab it some more.
Excellent. Archer.
Ironically, I'm going to be the meat shield here.
So we got Charlie out of the way. Did Manbo like get away, or is he like right next to this thing still?
He moves pretty quick. He's definitely not right next to it anymore. Charlie would be clear of danger.
He's not in the splash zone.
No.
He keeps his cardio up with Tybo.
All right. Well, I'm going to trust that Mr. Bone Man's quick enough. I want to use accurate attack and power attack with my explosive arrows.
So you can't use modifiers on area effect weapons?
Oh, I didn't realize it was explosive like that.
Yeah, I think it's a burst area.
Then I will just use. Okay, well then I guess I'll just do it with Peerless Shot because that's just a regular arrow, right?
Yes. And do you want to use accurate attack or all-out attack?
Oh, I don't have all-out attack. Sorry, that's why. Okay.
Because accurate attack and power attack would cancel each other out if you wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was thinking power attack and all-out attack. All right, well then I will just do power attack to try to get a little more oomph into this thing.
Excellent.
So I'll do a negative. I'll do the full thing, -5 onto my roll, and gotta believe. Actually, how many hero points do I have?
You should have 3, I think.
All right, cool. I believe in the heart of the cards. I don't trust it. I'm going to reroll. I got the hero points
and
for
I'm
it.
pretty sure Peerless Shot has multi-attack on it, so you want to roll higher anyway.
Yeah.
I summon Blue Eyes White M16.
I did hit with
I guess I get the bonus that time, right?
No, because it's an 11.
It's exactly the thing to not get a bonus. That's rough.
Oh, wait, I was reading the wrong number. Okay, but 27, I'll take it. Yeah.
And then -5 for the power attack.
I was reading the 19.
Oh, yeah. -5 for the power attack.
So,
it takes it to a 22. You'll still get the +5 bonus to multi-attack because of the difference between this creature's dodge and your to hit there.
That plus the power attack.
Yep, so DC 29. Oh, that's not good. I rolled another natural. This is the second natural one this thing's rolled for its toughness check. That'll be a stagger. Archer, what happens as you stagger it?
Yeah, since it's a multi-attack, I pull out 3 arrows, and I just hit 1, 2, 3, and as I'm knocking them, I say, "We're no strangers to love."
You knew the rules.
And I let them fly.
Excellent. And you just pepper this thing with arrows, and pieces fly off. As pieces fly off, you hear the chorus of voices begin to lose members. Bowman Prime.
I probably will switch to do I have Peerless Shot as well?
You found the baby in the king cake. You do have Peerless Shot as well. Sorry, I was reading chat.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll power attack with this as well. But I'll just shift it 2.
Okay.
Just a -2. Oh, it didn't do my attack bonus to it, it looks like.
You rolled a 3 on the dice to get a 19.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the effect part, and I was like, it doesn't have anything rolled. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
Yep, no, the white one is the to hit, the red one is the DC.
Gotcha. Confused myself.
That's a 17 total. It does hit. You only get a +2 bonus for multi-attack to the damage.
Gotcha.
But that's 21, 23.
Okay.
That's another... Oh, that's a natural 2. Sorry.
What?
His toughness is just going down, so...
Yeah. 19, 23 minus 16 is a difference of 7, so that would be a bruise and a daze. What does that look like, Bowman Prime?
Nearly identical to what was just done before. Seeing that it works to just pincushion the guy, he will let loose a volley, landing the shots pretty close to where Archer put his.
Excellent.
And he turns and gives Archer a nod of respect for the well-placed shots.
I'm gonna say we're gonna lead this thing as a porcupine by the end.
All the arrows. Bowmouse, over to you.
Okay, I'm trying. How is the thing looking exactly? I'm trying to...
Meanie.
It's been shot pretty much up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and just. I guess I'm just gonna do another magic arrow at it.
Excellent. Do you want to use any power attack or anything?
What? I did not get a ton of time to look over this sheet before. Is there one you would like? I see mistletoe bow on there. I don't know what those words mean together.
No worries. So if you have the power attack advantage in the left-hand column, you would be able to take a penalty on your to hit to add to your damage.
So you said on the left?
Yeah, it's in the advantages section. It's the bottom left-hand column.
Oh, yes. So if I do, you said power attack?
Yeah, if you have power attack. I don't know if you have power attack.
I do have power attack.
So you could take up to -5 off of your to hit to add up to 5 to your damage.
I'll try that.
Cool.
Okay, and then I'll do magic arrow. Although, no, I have to do math, so that was a mistake. But I also rolled a 34.
Yeah, you don't have to do that much math. You rolled a critical hit. That's rough for me.
Cool. We've got other people. We've got people to make fall in love. We got to take care of this dude.
Yeah. So with your power attack, that becomes a DC 26, and with a critical hit, it becomes a DC 31.
Cool.
Here we go. Oh my god.
Wasn't meant to be.
16.
I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, a 2 on my toughness checks.
Who did you like make mad and like
The roll.
not a die, I guess, in this like random number generator?
Yeah, the Roll20 gods have spoken.
I love how I'm the one that whiffs it.
Bowmouse, you destroy the Cauldron Lake Slasher. What happens?
I imagine I just do another arrow. I imagine what happens to the souls in there.
I will leave that up to you.
I imagine I just go I just go and just like all of a sudden just like ghostly things just like rise and go just upward. And the mouse is just like looking in awe, like, what is happening?
Oh, you shot it with
Do
the
mice
Ghost
believe in
Begone
ghosts?
arrow.
What?
I said you shot it with the Ghost Begone arrow.
God, I'm trying. It's almost like I'm a ghost beaver, and I'm just trying to think.
A ghost beaver.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call?
It's a ghost dam.
Ghost beaver. Yeah.
Awesome. So the corpse golem, the spirits all erupt out of it, and it does sort of slough off and fall down into just chunks of inanimate body parts.
And then I turn around to everyone and be like, okay, let's go do the love part of this or whatever.
I get to shoot a child now.
And I just get to yell out, Veronica, what have we learned?
That this creature was not strong enough to overwhelm the archers of the Freedom League.
I was really hoping that
Don't
it wasn't
bring
resurrect the
things
dead.
Back
I must redouble
from the
my
dead.
efforts.
What?
No.
I'm not 100%.
No.
I'm not 100% sure
Listen,
that these are the two that we're supposed to shoot with an arrow, though.
I'll take learning respect for bow people as a consolation prize.
Look, wait, why don't you think we're supposed to shoot her with an arrow?
I don't care if I'm supposed to. I'm gonna.
You did say it was your shot. I think it's around to you at the end of initiative. So
How's Charlie doing?
Is Nate frozen again?
Charlie he's just sort of quietly in Manbo's arms, looking at Manbo, looking back at the raining body parts and looking at you guys, and he just seems a little he's a little shook up.
Wait, but why wouldn't we think Veronica is the child to shoot?
I have no reason.
They're 9 years old. I mean, they already have a bond.
Who else would we be supposed to shoot?
To keep her from turning evil.
Yes.
Hey, love takes all forms. It's not
go
just
with
Probably.
that might be the thing.
Yes, probably. Also true. We see no other people who give any amount of care about each other.
Look, it's either that or we're supposed to make Wonderwall fall even more in love with his bong.
Take the shot, Bone Man.
Okay,
listen,
actually,
we can grind the arrow up and try to sprinkle it across the whole campground. I don't know.
We should have them. I think they have to be together. So get Veronica out of your body. I don't know. This is weird.
Veronica will.
That was next on my list. So.
Veronica will jump down out of
Veronica,
Manbo, and she'll come around to Charlie.
And I put him on the ground, and I let them do their thing, and they back up.
And he sort of looks her up and down, and he says, I don't think the experiment was a success, but we'll get him next time. And she's like, shut up, you imbecile. And she gives him the biggest hug.
Shoot him.
Okay,
I'm going to take the shot.
Yes.
I'm going to take the shot.
Take the shot, please.
I won't make you roll to shoot, child, because that feels wrong.
I have an expertise for it, though.
360 no scope.
Okay.
And as the magic love arrow strikes Veronica in the back, there is this sort of general aura of just soft pink pastel that settles on Veronica and Charlie.
Big heart erupts.
It grew 3 sizes that day.
That's incredibly unhealthy.
Is fun.
It feels like one of those animations in The Sims 2 where anytime they had the first kiss, it would all of a sudden cut.
So we see a cutscene and we're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And she
Also,
she holds Charlie's hand and she looks at you all and she says, thank you for saving Charlie. I will be more careful in the future.
Good. We have a wedding to get to.
I think we've all learned a valuable lesson. Reanimating the dead is dangerous.
How did you become dead? Undead?
I simply stopped being dead. I got bored. Went, nope, this isn't for me.
Sure.
Tried it out. Not
Anyways, we do genuinely have a wedding, so.
Yep.
I heard there was a sale at Kmart.
Blue light special.
And go to the jet.
And I'd like as we're on our
go to the jet.
As we're on our way back to the jet, I want to call the authorities, let them know, hey, please check on this camp. Full of kids and irresponsible adults.
I don't think the safety codes are being held to regulation.
Are you calling CPS?
I'm calling OSHA.
OSHA.
Not a bad choice.
I give Veronica my contact info so that in case she needs to talk to the former terminus beings that.
Perception in the
Hey, I don't know. She'll figure.
I think I live in a different universe than Veronica, so I'm not sure how useful my information will be.
I give Charlie a neat rock.
He is very
Nice.
excited about the neat rock.
Good.
It's round.
Charlie's
Good
your
for the rock.
spirit animal.
It's very round. It's great. Thank you, Mr. Bone Man.
Rock. Jesus.
The mouse starts scurrying back to... What time is it now?
It's around 4 o'clock now.
Okay, let's go to that wedding.
Hooray, I hope there's cake.
Back on the plane.
Back on.
Is this a VTOL plane, by the way?
It is a VTOL plane.
Yes.
You gotta get us to that church.
It's a giant Harrier.
Get me to the church on time.
RC was in the Air Force, right? That feels right. Did I make that up?
Can we play White
was that?
Wedding? Can we play
Who
White
was?
Wedding now from Billy Idol?
Are you saying, did you say Archer or did you say RC?
RC. I said RC.
Yeah, I have been in no such thing.
Oh.
Race car. That's what it stands for, I believe.
Really cool if you ask my girlfriend.
Oh.
Hmm.
I like that.
I'm gonna ask her.
That's
Great
awesome.
Origins.
Is this true?
Okay. Yeah, I'll get her on a FaceTime. No, she told me when I worked at the Apple Store. She told me that's why I should tell customers when they ask, because they always ask.
Aw.
What's RC stand
They always
for?
ask what?
Royal Cola. That's what it always will stand for.
Oh.
So how's that wedding looking? I imagine we're getting a good aerial.
That's looking great.
Let's just snipe the wedding from the air.
Right.
I hope there's a pigeon.
Fly by.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna say the same
Let
plan again.
us-
We can grind up the arrow and just crop dust the crop dust the entire wedding.
Okay, let us land this plane and figure out who is star-crossed, who can't be together and should be together. Whatever. We might be having to stop a wedding, guys. That feels like
I agree. I totally agree with you.
We need to be
Like-
really discreet with the bows for this one, so I'm thinking Bow Mouse should be the one to take the shot this time.
maybe.
That's reasonable.
I think we put Bowman on the top of the church. To
Just in case.
There were two snipers.
Manbo's on the church, Archer's on the grassy knoll.
yeah.
I have an umbrella.
I go in Archer's pocket for right now
Excellent.
because I feel like
8 grenades in
if
there.
a mouse disappears in this wedding, some waiter's gonna go like some waiter's gonna go like la poison from like Little Mermaid and just try and kill her.
That's fair.
Oh, I was thinking of like the ejection moment at the wedding. Is there anybody here that object to these two being wed? And then
5 archers pop out.
a former lover.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
See.
Horrified looks from everyone in the room.
and
Right.
you are heading back to Freedom City, which is where the plane came from. So if you want to park the plane at Freedom Hall and ride over to the wedding, you could do that.
On bikes.
Quick to the
Let's
Bowmobile.
go.
And sure enough, it is on Lantern Hill, which is on the western end of the city. It's the highest peak of Freedom City. There's a lighthouse that looks down over the city. This is sort of this is the historical district of Freedom City. This is where most of the oldest buildings in town are. You do see that the wedding in question is being held at the Cabot House, at the Clark House, which is the home of Revolutionary War hero Major Joseph Clark. And it is a wondrous affair. It's very black tie. There are all kinds of people coming in. It looks like they're checking invitations at the door, and they're making their way up into the house to get ready for the wedding.
Oh dear, I should have brought my nice rib cage.
Fletcher would have suggested that we take the Lamborghini.
The Lamborghini.
Oh my god.
Great. They're checking invitations though. We should dress as waiters. Actually, you should dress as waiters. I'm a mouse.
You should not be seen.
No, the mouse should also definitely
Yeah.
dress as a
Pretty sure
waiter.
the mouse should
So
be
the-
piloting one of the chefs, right?
Yeah,
Right?
for the variant art of this, the mouse needs to be.
Can
This
I
is
be
actually
the
a
priest?
Ratatouille situation.
Fantastic.
Exactly.
You have to
I'm not
pilot
familiar with that.
either the bride or the groom.
Do we know who's getting married?
You do see on the sign out front that the wedding is between Jessica Cabot and Bradley Clark.
Okay.
And if anybody has
Cabot
expertise, if anybody has expertise history or expertise pop culture, expertise Freedom City, you can make a check for me.
I got that one.
What about?
I love that I'm looking,
streetwise?
even though I'm an animal from a different dimension.
I mean, there could be a Jessica Cabot and a Bradley Clark from your dimension.
Probably
Yeah,
Jessica
Jessica
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Oh.
Jessica. No, Jessica Carp.
Shut up.
Subverting expectations. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I could try an intellect
Bradley
check.
Chinchilla.
Bowman, you got a 23 total?
Yes, sir. In history, specifically.
Okay,
Hey.
with history, you don't know Jessica Cabot and Bradley Clark specifically, but you do know that the Cabot family and the Clark family are historical figures.
Yes, Eduardo
Are-
Cabot. He owes me 20 pence.
You know that
Are
you know that
they
Lucius
historical
Cabot,
figures?
Lucius
Are they
Cabot
historical
hates the
figures
Clark
who
family.
like each other?
No, Lucius Cabot, the founder of the Cabot family, hates the Clark family for the perceived heroism of Joseph Clark during the war.
This reminds me of a thing that happened in Verona.
These are the star-crossed ones, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so the families maybe don't approve of the couple. That's what we're getting.
No one bite your thumb at anyone.
Cool, they're star-crossed. Let's go for it. Like,
And you got a 23 total,
I
right?
say-
All right, I
Hey,
dress
for
up as a waiter.
Boneman,
Can
you
we
also
kidnap
know. Boneman, you also know that Joseph Clark refused to allow Lucius Cabot to marry his sister Genevieve in the 1700s.
so this has happened before.
Time is a flat circle.
You could write a play
Okay,
about
so
this.
okay, genuine question. The couple probably already loves each other, right?
They're
Gotta
getting
get in there and
married.
find
I don't
Can
know.
I can I roll an insight
Yeah.
check on that?
So do we have to shoot them to strengthen their love, or do we need to shoot whoever is if anyone's disapproving, do we need to shoot
I
them
like that
to make
option.
them love the match?
You should let me
should-
talk to
I
them.
think it's the guy that like the father figure or what. I mean, you said
Yeah,
that
I agree.
It's got to be somebody
I
that
mean,
doesn't love the guy because of a
Yeah.
slight or a perceived
Mhm.
heroism or whatever, and he's just a little envious or a little pissed off, and we just got to
Oh,
push.
so
him
it's
to
the
right
person who hated the family. They're the historical figure, right?
Yeah, they're as far as you know, they've been dead for 200 years, 300 years.
Allegedly.
As far as we know.
Well, that doesn't mean he doesn't have
Interesting.
family that carried down the hatred.
Yeah.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is true.
We'll look for whoever's giving the most side eye at this event.
I can flip through my
Just like
Bodex
that.
to see if I know them.
Bonadex.
The bone decks.
Can I roll a perception check?
So the plan is to dress up as waiters and go in. Was that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Like it.
Give me a
Mhm.
deception check. Whoever is going to be a waiter.
I have really
Can
high
I?
deception
I'm going to
check.
roll a stealth check instead because I am in a pocket.
Yeah. No.
Oh my lord.
I don't
Just
think
a
I'd
13
want-
for me.
I don't think I'm going to this thing.
Yeah, I think Banbo is up on the steeple.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why I
I'm in the
suggested that.
bell tower. I'm in Dallas.
Sanctuary.
No, Mambo, you can be modern art.
Oh, there you go. Either that, or I could be like some sort of awning and just put a drape over me.
You're like one of those human statues, but real pretentious.
Oh, there
I
you
say
go.
Archer and Bowman Prime are not
Oh,
having the
God.
best. Our most.
Now I'm wondering if we
deceptive
should.
of days. I think I've only got one hero
Do you
point
still
left.
have hero points?
I have a hero.
Can I give RC one of my hero points to re-roll?
I wish it worked like that.
I think I will re-roll mine. I'll just try to.
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's
Just
don't
don't
wanna
want to
take
blow
any
it too
chances this
early
late
in
in the
this.
game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is incredible. The
Oh,
skeleton
cool.
rolled higher.
No, I'm not a waiter. I'm a skeleton.
Well, I rolled lower this time, but it gives me
The
a bonus
mouse looks
of
at
some 23.
Bone Man, and so we are trying to be deceptive Do not tell them you are a skeleton.
Sorry your soup is taking so long. We're running on a skeleton crew today.
Oh my.
And we all worked graveyard shifts last night.
They work you to the bone at these catering events.
Yeah.
My God.
Hopefully they're not serving.
This is also free.
They're going to be serving barbecue ribs.
Yeah.
This is also Freedom City. It can't be the first time that anyone's seen. Can't be the first time that anyone's seen a skeleton person. Maybe in a context that it's not trying to like attack them.
Yes,
but
but it's the first time they've seen one so good looking.
Yes, but we're gonna glasses and
docile.
beard and.
How close to the time of the wedding are we now?
I want to say, Bone Mouse is row done with this with the puns.
Row done. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everybody's a problem. Everybody's the problem. It's me.
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
The wedding itself, everybody is being seated. Looks like the ceremony is scheduled to start in the next hour. As people are coming in and filtering, you do see it looks like.
So I'm very stealthy, right?
Yes.
I would like to sneak into the bridal suite and see like what the feeling of the day is.
Excellent. You do see Jessica Cabot
right before the wedding.
It's bad luck, Beaumouse. But Beaumouse, you're heading in. You do find Jessica Cabot's bridal suite here in the Clark house. It's sort of that colonial style mansion where there's the large columned porch. There are several. There's basically two wings of the house. There's one for the groom, one for the bride, because they do a lot of weddings here. And Jessica Cabot is in there with her two bridesmaids, and there's a lady who's doing final touch-ups on her hair and on her makeup and stuff. As you are coming into the room, you do see that there is this very severe, stern-looking man who is trying to come in. He knocks on the door and he says, "Jessica, I need to talk to you before you head out there." And the bridesmaids sort of give each other a tense look, and they shuffle off to not be here.
I follow the man in there to listen to what they say.
Excellent. He comes up to her, and he has a sort of a soft look in his face as he's looking her up and down. You do see a little hint of maybe he wants to tear up a little bit, but he's not quite there yet. And he says to her, "Jessica, you still have the chance to not do this. The Clark family have long been our enemies, and there is no reason to unite our houses in this way." And she says, "Dad, I love Bradley. He's my world, and I can't imagine any sort of future without him." Give me an insight check, Beaumouse.
It's the Hatfields and the McCoys.
I have possibly the dumbest solution ever for this.
13.
13. He's a little hard to read. He has this sort of sternness.
Could I use a hero point?
Yeah.
Could I use a hero point to reroll?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So this would be. I would have one after this, right?
Yes. Yep. But that becomes a 20 because you rolled a 4 on the dice.
Okay.
And he is a little hard to read. He's got this almost this ageless sternness to him. He kind of reminds you a little bit of the sheriff of Nottingham, where he's a little archaic, a little stilted in his mannerisms.
Oh, that dude did not die, did he?
And with a 20 on your inside check, you think that his reservations about this ceremony aren't entirely about the couple.
Okay. I'm just trying to decide, like part of me wants to see if I shoot him right now, if that will make his love for his daughter but I don't know if that's a good idea, if we should wait for the wedding.
I think you should let me talk to him.
Good call.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Honestly,
I scurry away from the bridal suite go somewhere private and use my comms to be like, here's the sitch. I heard the dad talking. He definitely doesn't approve. He might be who we need to hit. Also, he seems weirdly ageless. Like, I don't know. There's something about the dude.
I'm weirdly ageless.
Got that sort of je ne sais quoi.
Less weird.
Sort of ageless je ne sais quoi.
Less weird than you.
Maybe I could have a chat with him. Ancient to ancient.
I don't actually know if he's ancient. He just seemed ancient.
He looks pretty ancient to me. He's wrinkly.
So, Bone Man, are you thinking of doing like a Ghost of Christmas Past style? Like
That is 100% what I'm thinking.
Oh my God! I am Jacob Marley.
Hood on, scythe. Where did you get a
enough with
scythe?
that?
He's
and
gonna
then,
be grim. He's gonna be grim. He's gonna be like, repent.
Are any of you like familiar with Fiddler on the Roof? Because
Yes.
that's what I'm imagining.
Oh my God!
Like that, like the dream sequence.
Right? He's like, "Ah."
Yeah.
And the mom's like, no, you can't get married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor. You know what? I was so sad about that because I played Laser Wolf in Fiddler of the Roof.
Genuinely, though, I would like to approach this man and roll a deception check.
Sure. Bone Man, go ahead and he does leave the bridal suite. He goes off to check on something. You see, actually, he's on his way over to the reception area. It looks like he is looking to have a conversation with the band.
Oh, that's a shame. I might have a trumpet around here somewhere, but I still want to talk to him.
And it looks like there's an opportunity to intercept him if you want to on the way to the band.
Okay, so I'm going to
Maybe
say...
we need to send somebody to the grooms.
I am...
This is also not a bad idea.
I'm on it.
Bet. Yeah, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to
I go, bring some champagne with you. Act like you're serving them. Or actually, it's the groom side. Do they want beer? I don't know.
I wanted mimosas on during my
throw back
wedding,
some
but
brewskis.
that's just me.
Some
Give them
Modelo.
mulled wine.
man
I want a mimosa
The man of
now.
taste, Alex. I hate
Bring
you.
him an apple teeny.
Look, I just don't like alcohol that hates my face.
No, I get it.
My go-to drink is known as an Irish trash can.
That's
My
fair.
go-to drink is paint thinner.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Buddy?
I like a Miami Vice. That's my jam. It's like a strawberry daiquiri and a pina colada mixed together that's trying to kill your pancreas before it kills your liver.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like it's a fun race. That's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Beaumouse likes the Miami Mice.
Nice.
Goodbye.
But Bone Man, you do make your way. You intercept Mr. Cabot, and he looks at you when you come up.
All right, I'm going to speak. I'm going to roll.
I've come from beyond the veil to have a conversation with you. It is dire.
Oh, thank God. That's a 30 altogether.
Well, let me go find his stats.
If I shit the bed here, I swear. I'm going to be so sad. I'm going to be baking brownies all night.
He is surprisingly not as good at this as I think he should be, but I didn't make these stats.
No, I'm fine with
I'm
that.
okay with that.
Boosting. It's fine.
I'm okay with that.
Is that Art Gucciff?
He looks at you for a moment and he says, "Where did you say you're from, Spirit?"
Beyond the veil?
Is that why you're a skeleton?
No, I'm a skeleton because I died. Shall we speak in the garden? It's about sunset. It's nowhere close to sunset, but it's about sunset in a relative sense.
Sure, I can indulge you for a moment, Spirit.
Wonderful, and I rattle my way outside with him.
This is a very pressing day for my family, you must understand.
Oh, I do. That's why I'm here. You have to understand that the familial rival between the two of you have cost generations of you your lives. If not through direct contact, then through the stress of having to deal with the whole ass family beefing with you. You must cease, if not for yourself, for the sake of your family.
Let me just pause you right there, Spirit. Okay, I had a discussion with Mr. Infamy about this last week. All right, he told me there would be no spirits here to interfere with my plans.
I'm not a spirit. I'm a skeleton.
Would be like Mr. Infamy to get me on a technicality. So what do you want? You want like a child soul or something?
I want you to stop being a butt pipe and let your daughter be happy.
I have every intention of allowing that to happen.
Oh. You seem rather grouchy in there. What was all that about?
It's kind of personal, don't you think?
I'm a skeleton. You can tell me anything.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh my
God!
god!
Going down, man.
Holy shit! Ah!
It was meant to be.
Okay.
Nat 20.
And you do know the dogs sleep on that chair, and he woke up when I yelled about it.
The dice want to tell the story. It's so important.
He looks at you and
Alex is like, why me?
he nods.
So
He's like,
sad
all right.
RC missed that.
I know. I hope RC's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, he had a connection issue.
Yeah.
Oh,
He looks at you and he says, very well, you are a skeleton. You tend to be trustworthy, undead, as undead go. In my experience. It's not Jessica and Bradley's union that concerns me. It is the wistful feeling I have about my dear Genevieve and how I wish she could have been here and how I wish she could have been mine all those years ago.
I understand the feelings that you are going through. When flesh still clung to my bones, I knew a woman, though her name has long since been lost in the sands of time. I dreamed of her dearly, but nay, her father would not allow it, for I was the adventurer type. I dream every day of what could have been. However, I cannot let that stop me. My skeletal form must go on, and so must your fleshy one.
It's just I wish it could have worked out. And I don't know if it would be strange if I don't know what it would be for Jessica if I were to attempt to woo my dear Genevieve.
In the words of the living, YOLO.
You are the strangest spirit of which I've ever met.
I'm a skeleton.
I am Groot.
So is there anything else, Mr. Skeleton?
May I have a piece of cake when it's all done?
Of course, if you wish to join the wedding, you may.
Oh, you're delightful.
Just stay on the Cabot side of the family. The Clarks are a little...
I plan to
Squeamish.
stay in the shadows where I can't scare anyone with my skeletal form.
Because I have something for that, actually, if you need. I'm surprised Mr. Infamy didn't send you up here with it.
Is it makeup? I've always wanted to wear it.
Of a sort, I suppose. And he reaches into his pocket and he hands you a handkerchief-shaped and sized wad of human flesh.
Ooh, and I stick it in my eye socket.
And you become a real human boy.
Oh,
Pinocchio!
oh no, I'm hot.
But he still sounds like Skeletor?
Yes. If you do say that you're hot and you like try to deal with it, you can't pull it off and it turns back into the handkerchief-sized patch of flesh.
Well, I guess I could keep it long. Take two, action. Well, I guess I can keep it on long enough for cake.
So when you said I'm hot, did you mean you were physically the opposite of cold, or that you were attractive?
I'm a skeleton.
That's not...
That's the one you're gonna get?
That's an answer,
boy.
I guess.
No, it's not. Don't encourage it.
Viewers at home, take a shot every time I say I'm a skeleton.
Don't. You'll die.
You'll be just like me.
I can handle it. I weigh 500 pounds.
God, did I convince him to try and flirt it with this Genevieve chick? I kind of got lost in the role play of the skeletal.
No, you did great. I thought you uncovered a lot.
Wait. I thought the whole Genevieve thing was a long, long time ago. Apparently not.
It was a long, long time ago.
But also apparently right now.
So, by a long, long time ago, do we mean like this happened 40 years ago? Or do we mean this happened hundreds of years ago?
Hundreds of years ago during the Revolutionary War.
Okay, but he still is talking about wooing Genevieve, who I would assume means is alive.
Presumably.
I wish RC was here because he was going to go answer that question. Oh, he is here.
RC is here.
I am here. Yeah.
RC, what are we?
I am everywhere.
Oh no.
All right, go serve your
Roy
beers.
Kent.
You missed it, RC.
Yeah,
I rolled
so-
a nat 20 to convince the man that skeletons are trustworthy.
He sure did.
Well, that's good. Good. So yeah, what am I was said that I was heading towards the
Towards the
groom
grooms.
section, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Archer, as you're heading
Yeah.
off to the groom's section with your champagne, you do see the door is closed, and it looks like there is a woman standing near the door. She's got her hands over her chest and looks like she's crying a little bit, but her tears are sort of like mercury silver.
Oh, man, how do I always end up in these situations? I walk up. Ma'am, would you?
She seems startled that you can perceive her. And she sort of
So is
looks
that
at
a
you.
no to the show?
She sort of demurely looks down and she puts her hands up like I don't know.
Sorry, what did she do?
She looks away and she sort of puts her hands up like I don't know.
Tell her you
Okay.
know a mouse. Usually that's a good icebreaker.
Are you okay? Is there anything I can help with?
She looks up at you and she's got these beautiful platinum silver eyes that are dripping wet with tears, and she sort of shrugs her shoulders and looks longingly at the door where the groom is.
I knock on the door.
And she sort of dusts herself off real quick and she stands up sort of straighter. And the door opens. You do see Bradley Clark is there. He's dressed in a tuxedo. He's got his tie undone at the moment. It looks like
Okay.
he's still finishing up his last preparations. And he says, "Oh, thanks for the champagne."
Of course, of course. And is there anybody else in the room with him?
There are two groomsmen in there who are not finishing up
Okay,
getting
and
ready
I-
because all they do is put on their coats.
Are they hot?
Yeah, I walk in and I'm like, gentlemen, would you also like some champagne to celebrate the day?
Oh yeah, they're hot-ish.
And
They're sort of
all
blandly
right,
attractive.
and how is my ethereal crying lady dealing with this? Now the door is open.
She's sort of in awe of Bradley. And you see she sort of walks over towards him, but her walk is more of a float than a walk. And she goes to like adjust his tie and stuff, and she can't touch him, she can't reach out to him.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to kill him to reunite him.
Most Archer solution. Put him down.
I
Well,
It's
I'm
the
going
only
to give you a
solution
hero
I
point
saw.
for that.
Oh, gentlemen, are we
Just give me
feeling
thumbs up.
pretty excited about the day? Do you feel,
Feel
do
a
you feel ready to
presence here?
stand by your friend?
Do you feel a presence here?
Does anyone here particularly want to make out with a ghost?
And the two
not the
groomsmen-
groom because I think he might be related to the ghost.
The two groomsmen are sort
That's
of
what I'm
leaning back.
thinking.
They're like, yeah, this is gonna be a pretty cool party. Brad's doing his thing. He and Jessica are so happy together. We love them. And like I think Stacy was feeling me, so I'm gonna try to feel Stacy.
Hey, Bubble
And
Bullies.
Maybe we
what's
should
his
try
last name,
Stacy's
Clark?
mom.
Yeah, last name's Clark.
Stacy's mom has got
No,
it going
yeah.
on.
I thought
And how
someone
about-
noticed.
And how about you? And how about you, Mr. Clark? You seem pretty excited for the big day, right?
Yeah, she's the love of my life. She's my soulmate. I'm just excited.
How does the ghost respond to that? Or the whatever? Sorry, the how does Platinum
She's
Tears
excited
respond?
about it. She's sort of beaming with pride. He doesn't seem to notice her. You seem to be the only person in the room who can see her.
Okay. All right, so she's really happy about the wedding, it sounds like, and wants to. Dang it, I should have brought Veronica with me. I could have brought her back in some way.
Do we know that the ghost lady's Genevieve?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's gotta be, right?
I mean, yeah, but we don't know for sure yet.
And is that Genevieve
have
Clark? Is that
comms?
her name too?
Yes, Clark is her last name.
Mhm.
Well, okay. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
because
So you can't shoot her with the magic arrow, can you?
Magic.
I can do
Also,
anything with an
the
arrow.
The guy was saying, like, I don't know how that would be for my daughter if I
Archer.
pursue Genevieve, but Genevieve seems to be a ghost.
He had a flesh thing that could transform someone. He's probably magic enough to talk to ghosts.
Oh my god, I should give her my squish eye.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Bring me the ghost.
there
I
you
shouldn't
go.
do this in the middle of the chapel.
She can take your body over.
Whoa. Let's
So
not
wait, was
get
I
carried away
around to
here.
hear about Genevieve?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have. have gotten back together.
You,
to share information.
we have.
All right.
I'll chat on
We need
comms.
All right. Well,
Do I have one
I
of the
leave. I leave
comms?
the room, leaving the assume
we
inside.
still have- I don't know if you can hear the
Yes.
comm or not.
Yeah, I was about to say, do I have one
And-
of the comms? Because
Uh,
this is definitely information I would have relayed.
Yeah, you should have one of the comms, and even
Yeah, I
with
was
your
gonna say,
flash sack, it would be underneath It'd be underneath the skin in your ear hole.
First of all, yummy.
I make my exit. I leave the I make my exit. I leave the ghost with Bradley and his two grooms bros.
Good choice.
And yeah, I immediately get on the comms, and I'm like, guys, there's a ghost here.
What is the ghost?
And for some reason, I can see ghosts.
First of all, cool.
The ghost.
Is the ghost nice?
The ghost didn't say anything. I kept trying to talk to her. She seemed a little surprised that I could see
She
her.
seems to be following
Once
you.
I figured out
also.
that she was a ghost, I was a little surprised.
She also seems to be following you,
Oh
Archer.
god damn it!
Archer's being followed by the fact that he can see her.
You should bring her to me. I speak ghost.
Do you?
Do you?
Yeah, I've died.
Well, I didn't know if that was on your character sheet. Is what I'm.
No, of course it's not, Robert. You DM for me. Come on.
I don't know.
You can power stunt it. You can power
Stunt.
You can power stunt. I'm
Power
dead,
stunt
so I can
ghost
speak
language.
ghost. That feels like an acceptable.
All
leap in
right.
to me.
Well, once I realized that she is following me, she says, "I'm gonna make my way back to you guys." And I imagine the second that I see Bone Man, I am freaked out.
I
Well,
have
that's all it
almost
really
now.
needs to do is the two of them together, so he can profess his love to her, and then we can shoot him, and everything's good.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. You already talked to Lucius, so
I'm imagining I'm like making my way out of the bridal suite and am now like with them and with the fleshy skeleton, which I assume we all are. But
And
Well,
you
you
guys
know.
do see that the band has set up at this point. Give me a perception check.
All right.
I have misplaced my sheet. There it is.
I'm on high alert after having met with a.
We're running out of time
I am-
here, folks.
I am perceiving less.
And Manbo, also go ahead and give me a perception check because you're sort of on Overwatch.
Yeah, okay, you got it, boss.
Yeah, he can
Just one
coordinate
moment
from
here.
distance.
Well, I was about ready to. Anyway, I'll save that. Okay, we're doing perception. You said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anybody
We're looking the other way.
Anybody who got a 20 or higher, which I think is just the bowman and archer. Looking up as you're coming to sort of share this information with one another, you see on a building on one of the like balconies of this building, you see a small baby dressed in a business suit with a ski mask on, holding a bow and arrow.
Oh no.
Who fires the arrow down into the band, and as it flies down and almost reaches the band, it explodes and showers the area with a number of arrowheads that immediately find anybody they can in the area. And the little cherub up there looks down at all of you and says, "You should not have interfered in my business." And he disappears. And everybody begins to panic and attack one another.
Oh no.
And I hate to do this, but I think that's where we have to end the adventure. Because it's midnight here.
I was about to say,
yeah, that's fair.
It's late.
And I think we're going to make this a part 2, which I am sorry to do to you all, but
that's
good.
fine.
I'm enjoying this guy.
I'm kind of hyped about it in a way.
It's fun. I want to be it's fun being a mouse. I've started to talk like Skeletor.
You know, it does make sense that it would be this game that would require a part 2.
The most delayed game in history.
Yeah.
RC, if you notice this character make his way into the Mayhemverse, mind your business.
No, it didn't.
Alrighty, well, hey, folks, Alex, you look like you're about to drop, but I want to thank everybody who's been watching. This is Troy, Disembodied, of course. You all are hilarious. I'm looking forward to seeing when the part 2 is. We'll kind of get everyone together and sort that stuff out. But in the meantime, Alex, you have anything you want to close with?
Just thank you everybody who's been hanging out with us here. Thank you Only Play Wizards, Word Maximus, Calvin, anybody who stopped by and chat, left any messages for us. It has been I do want to give everybody a chance to say goodbye and plug anything they want to plug before we get on out of here. And I'll start with RC, and RC, if you'll just pass it around to you.
All right. Hi, I'm RC Weiler, GM at the Masks of Mayhem podcast, along with Rachel, who plays Bow Mouse, and Pope, who's playing Mr. Bone Man in this episode. So you can always check us out at Mascom or at Mayhemcast anywhere. Rachel?
Hey, I'm Rachel. As we just said, I'm on Mask of Mayhem. I also do content creation. Find me at Dramadork884, wherever. Whatever social media platforms haven't been taken down yet.
Well, I'm not sure if this has been mentioned yet, but I'm on Masks of Mayhem. You can check us out at Mayhemcast or masksofmayhem.com. Alternately, check out my music on Spotify, Pope Brandon Brownson. I list the things I rap about, but this is a PG-13 stream.
Brandon's not joking, just for the record, if your kids are around.
Some of my music's instrumental. That's pretty safe.
That's true.
I don't know those titles.
I don't have anything to plug for myself, but if you can, I would say go to DriveThruRPG and look for, there's a bundle right now to raise money for Owen Casey Stevens Medical Fund. If you want to do that, you get a whole bunch of awesome stuff that I don't know off the top of my head, but it does include Mutants and Masterminds. He's a really great dude, so any support would be awesome.
Nice.
Owen is the nicest guy in gaming.
He really is. Great dude.
Well, this is Big Nate. I'm looking forward to making my way into the annals of Mutants and Masterminds jargon or whatever. That's what I'm going to do. I want to plug our GM stuff. Chaotic Good is a Kickstarter, and it's looking for your help to get out there and get out to the world. Alex, please, will you give us the rest of that information, please?
Yeah, for sure. Chaotic Good it's my first ever comic book. It is a fantasy RPG comic book, so it follows a group of adventurers as they are beginning their first ever campaign in the world of the tabletop RPGs with a very put upon game master. It takes place in my custom setting. It's a lot of fun. We have digital comics, physical comics. There's a reward where you'll get to come play a game with me if you want. You can be a background zombie in our next issue. All sorts of fun stuff. You can get some chicken miniatures if you want one of our chickens. Roger is a wonderful hen. She is great.
Roger's awesome.
Yeah, and we have 5 more days on that, and we are trying very hard to hit our goal. We'll see what happens. Other than that, I stream Mutants and Masterminds every Wednesday night on twitch.tv/Untold Stories Project. We're currently playing through our campaign of Freedomly Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage, which is chaotic and wonderful, and I love everything about it. And we'll have to find another time to come back here and complete Love is in the Arrow because, oh no, I overwrote.
Not you.
Look, I had 2 extra months to overwrite. That's right.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, I just want to plug this, my new Derrierios. They never miss. Yeah. All right, friends. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. Oh, you know what? This Saturday, we got something going on, don't we?
We do something very special. Steve
awesome.
and I will both be here for the stream, and we will finally be able to announce what I've been working on since last April, and it is so hard to hold inside, and I can't wait for you all to hear what it is.
Yeah. Very, very victorious. Very valedictorian of you. Okay.
It's a giant death laser. Get your finals of Farron's order.
Put the end to that sentence, but I'm happy we all know where
something happened.
We'll rework that.
I had a stroke.
All right.
That's what killed me the first time.
All right, friends. Make sure to get your Derrieros, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.